We are live. Here we are. Browns versus Ravens. The Dorian Thompson-Robinson show is about to begin. No Deshaun Watson today. The big story in Cleveland. He is out with a shoulder injury, or this shoulder, I should say. So it's going to be number 17, the rookie DTR, making his first NFL start. Who you got? Browns or Ravens? Producer Sam Brown is with us today, and that's a good thing, folks, because he is the best in the biz. We had some, I wouldn't say politics to get through to get the show off the ground, but we had some red tape to cross, and luckily we were able to get it all squared away, and we are ready to roll a little under 10 minutes away from kickoff. So let me know who you got. Browns, Ravens. Sam is going to be giving shout-outs in just a few short minutes, but let me know who you got in this game, Brownies or the Ravens. I know that I've got Ty Man, the Buckeye, in the chat. Mike Law, we've got Chubathon, Anthony, Mike Dibble, Joshua, Paul B, Petey versus Jones today. Petey versus, oh yeah, Ravens. Wow, how is he better at this than I am? That really made me think for a second. Sam Brown, welcome on.
Happy to be here, happy to get going. Appreciate everyone for joining us today. Big game for the Browns today without Deshaun Watson. I think this is really an identity game for Cleveland without their star quarterback. So where are you at? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get the who you got here back on screen. I'm going to get some shout-outs. Joshua Heisler says, BAL, unfortunately, that's not the vibe. That's not the energy we need today. Ty Man, of course, typing CLE. Ty Man, as always, was the first one in the chat on the day whenever the live show got scheduled. Anthony says CLE. Joshua, BAL, that's not the energy. Nico says CLE. Anthony, Tim Green says CLE. Jeff UR7 says CLE. Jeremiah McLean, let's go Browns 24. Shout out Nick Chubb. Jeff UR7, Kathy, the Madden Man, Lloyd Garcia, Ray Bidding, Brent Payne, Draven All Abston, James Harper, Miss M Vlog, Sarge, Michael, Kathy, Oliver, Rob, Tonio, Noel, Draven, Rich, Bass Player Slayer, Chris, Oliver. We got a lot of CLEs in the chat. Be sure to vote on the live poll as well for who you got. Get everyone in there voting for the Browns. But now I'll go ahead and ask where you guys are watching from. Shout out your city in the chat now for us.
Just give me another moment, Sam. I gotta.
Yeah, no worries. We're here in Dallas, Texas. Let us know where you guys are watching the show as we are getting closer and closer to kickoff. We're showing Myles Garrett on screen right now. The Browns, number one in total defense, in yards per play, and they've scored a touchdown.
They've done it all.
Or they've allowed the fewest touchdowns, I should say, through 3 weeks. That makes a lot more sense. Let's see who we got here. M Vlogs in Dublin, Ohio. Anthony is in Mentor. Bass player Kent State. Ray Bidding in Phoenix. Fred/Dave in Sacramento. Stoke on Trent, UK. Shout out to the UK international audience. Mike Dibble, Oxford, North Carolina. Shout out Mike Dibble. He's always in the chat. Appreciate you watching. Joshua's in Cincinnati. Bill's in Palmetto. Canton, Ohio. Quinn Corbett in Ohio. Joshua, Cincinnati. I'm in Cleveland. Quinn Corbett again. Vito in the Philippines. We're really spreading far and wide today. Ben Roth in Bangkok, Thailand.
There it is.
There we go. Lancaster, Ohio from James Harper. Mississippi from Draven. YSU from Nolan is in Youngstown State, maybe? Youngstown, Ohio?
Sounds about right. All right, I'm about to come back and join the party here. Sorry, everyone. I had to do some behind-the-scenes stuff that I'm not going to bore you with. But we are back on track right now, so shout out to Sam for kind of covering my derriere right there. I was up at 4:55 this morning for a flight back from a friend's wedding in Atlanta. I am not at my best right now. But luckily, Sam is here to kind of pick up the loose pieces for me. That was partially why we got to a bit of a slow start. So, hand up. That's a holding call. Not a false start, a holding on the first play. We're backed up 1st and 20 now.
I was going to say, that's one thing you hate is a penalty right off the jump.
Yep.
Before you even get the plane off the ground.
So I just put this tweet in the live chat. If everyone can go over there and like, retweet, comment. I know not everyone will, but if you do, I give you a shout out and I follow you back. So go interact with my tweet right now. It is in the live chat. Ray Bidding, he's a channel OG, and he's giving you a big thumbs up, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Ray. I love the seal of approval. That's what I need right now.
Cool guy.
I'm just trying to prove myself.
Asking the big question here, which we're going to answer in just a moment. But before we do, Today's show is possible thanks to our friends over at AG1. Now, I have AG1 literally every day because I get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at drinkag1.com/chatsports. I recently gave AG1 a try because I hated taking pills/vitamins and wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. It also really helps me with starting my day on the right foot and getting into a healthier lifestyle. I start the day with making one great choice, AG1, and more healthy decisions then follow. Covering my nutritional base for the day also couldn't be easier thanks to AG1. I just mix one small scoop of AG1 with water, drink it first thing in the morning, done. It also costs less than $3 a day. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients, so a win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then AG1 is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/chatsports. That's drinkag1.com/chatsports. Check it out. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. AG1, thank you guys so much for supporting all of us here at Chat Sports. Go support AG1 if you like what we do because they've got great stuff going on over there as well. All right, we are a few minutes away from kickoff, and Sam, I think I'm finally ready to catch my breath. This has been a chaotic morning for me, but we're ready for kickoff. We got all of the red tape done, and now we get to do something that we only get to do 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 weekends, if you're lucky, of the year. Let's watch some damn football. Let's watch some Cleveland Brown football.
I love me some football, and I'll tell you what. The odds have been shifting across this game all day, and now the Browns are underdogs, and I'm just a vibe check. Let me know how we feel about it. Kind of want to maybe sneak one in on the underdog Brownies here before kickoff.
I kind of like it. Oh, yes.
If you want the Browns to win, though, type CLE. Shark the Pro is in there. Draven, Tyman, Tim Green. Everyone's in there. Woof, woof from Danielle. Chubathon, CLE. Jeff, your 7, CLE. Brent Payne is in there. Ray Bidding, known. Jarrett Roush, Kevin Wiseman.
I do want to give some shout-outs right now. So Joshua Heisler commenting or replying to my tweet. This is the best watch party out there, folks. PD is the best fun and interactive much watch. Josh? That means a lot. I don't know. I love that comment. We got Chubathon there. We got the Madman. We got Gregory, We got Mike Lal. Love to see it. So we got that tweet in the chat right now. If you want to go like it, we're going to give some shout outs to everyone that does so as a few super chats begin to trickle in here. Mike Dibble with the first one to start the afternoon off. Hey, Matthew. Good afternoon, by the way. The Toy Story was hilariously bad this morning, so I can't wait for the Brownies. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. I caught a little bit of the Toy Story. I stopped watching because, Mike, I agree. It was awful.
It is as outlandish as you could possibly imagine.
They had some trivia. Can I give you the first trivia question they gave?
I think I saw it, but hit me.
How many points for a touchdown?
Yes.
Listen, I get you're trying to get to a younger audience. And maybe that's what works, but that was unwatchable.
They were also asking how many teams were in the NFL.
That is just rough right there. Greg, what's going on? Greg, I'm at the game. Let's go. Greg, I love some boots on the ground reporting. There is nothing better than a super chatter at the game who's like, listen, I'm going to keep both sides apprised of the situation. I'm going to do my responsibility at the game. I'm going to dabble in the chat every once in a while. So, Greg, we'll see you periodically, I'm sure. Let's go Brownies, Greg. Let's go Brownies. All right, our Super Chat menu, by the way, if you like the content we are doing here, first-time Super Chatters, producer Sam Brown and I saying, here we go, Brownies, here we go, woof, woof. $5 Super Chat. It is hot off the press. I have not even taken it out of the packaging because I ran in this morning. But we've got the Browns turnover chain, which I'm going to wear during the game. And so we're going to do another duck race because the duck race is elite. And that's where the winner is going to go. Okay. The rest of the Super Chat menu, we got the Dog Bowl. Listen, I'm pretty violently hungover. I'm not going to. Violently is a strong word. I'm very hungover, though. I was at a wedding all weekend and whatnot. So we are playing hurt today. Not injured, but we're playing hurt. And then $20 shot roulette. This one would definitely push me over the edge. And then $50 is our Super Chat MVP club. I don't think so. All right, we are getting ready for kickoff right now. They really made this thing tough to unravel. Maybe work for it. Trash. Okay. So it's going to be the Browns defense on the field first. As this one is going to be return starting at the 8-yard line, and the Ravens are going to have the ball at their own 24. Like, they don't even get to the 25. The return starts at the 8. It's not that they're on the return, man. Listen, I love Josh Cribbs. I love special teams. But they killed kickoff returns. Fair catch it every time. You can fair catch it now and just go right to the 25. That's my old man take. The NFL has killed it. Stop trying to make it work. I don't know why I'm even helping the Ravens here. Okay. Lamar Jackson and Baltimore starting from the Browns 24. It's a run for a gain of 5. Okay. We got a super chat coming in. We had the first one coming from Mike Dibble. And then we had
You'll never guess who sent in number 2.
Mike Dibble?
Mike Dibble again said,
Let's
I'm very concerned about the duck race, Sam, for context. I got second every race last week, hoping for something better.
That did happen.
As of now, Mike Dibble has a 100% chance of winning this week's duck race.
All right. I also added the Super Chat L3 stuff. I just updated it. Meanwhile, it's a flag on Morgan Moses, false start after the 5-yard gain to start it off. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, excuse me. Just trying to get my bearings here. They also redid some of the studios here at Chat Sports. There's a TV now in the studio, which, I mean, of course there's a TV, but there's one mounted on the wall. So that's new. Second and 9, throw out to the flat. This is caught. Gain of about 3-1. Thornhill and Greg Newsome coming in for the stop. We got some super chats flowing in from Warnecki and Minzer. We're going to get to those after this third down play. Get those 3s in the chat, though. Third and 6. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get loud. Spam those 3s. Lamar rolling to his right, looking. No one's open. He's going to tuck it and run, and he is not going to get the first. Gain of 1. Browns defense forces a 3-and-out in the opening series. That's a good start for DTR. And I mean that literally. Like, knowing that your defense just kicked Lamar Jackson, the MVP, off the field after 3 plays, kind of gives you a big sigh of relief going, I've got some wiggle room, right? We can make this happen. Let's go. It is Mr. Stout. No more Coke punting, of course, for the Ravens. And Jordan Stout from Penn State does not have a good punt. That one bounces out of bounds at about the 25. And that is where Dorian Thompson-Robinson is going to start. Deshaun Watson out with a shoulder injury. We get ready for the DTR show. But Michael Warnecki with a $20 super chat. Let's go Browns. Michael, we'll get you a shot in a little bit. I just got to get myself through this first drive. Michael Misner, what's going on? Put me in the duck race, please. Go Browns. Michael, you have been added. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. DTR under center. First play is a handoff. Run to the left. Jerome Ford. Ford, big run. 10, 20, 30-yard gain, but a flag comes in. This all might be coming back, but Jerome Ford with a 25-yard run on the first play, although everyone's walking back right now. This could be a hold. Holding on Amari Cooper. Got to be kidding me. Robert, what's going on, dude? Get me a duck. Robert, we can get you a ducky. We can get Robert a ducky. Yeah, everyone 5 and above gets added. The crowd does not like this holding call. I didn't get to see a good replay of it. DTR, 1st and 10. It's a spot foul. So it just basically wipes everything away. They restart. Quick throw, caught. Donovan Peoples-Jones, gain of 7. 2nd and 3. So after a spot foul on the hold, it's just a redo pretty much, and the Browns get 7 yards on first down. Robert, we'll get you a ducky. Thank you so much for your super chat. Go Brownies. Michael Misner with a $20 super chat. Petey, you'll feel better after a dog bowl. Yeah. I don't know, but I hope so. We'll get to all this stuff at the end of the series here. 2nd and 3, though. Flag down before the snap. Jerome Ford is swallowed up in the backfield for a loss of 1. So my guess is illegal formation. It's going to go against the Browns. Maybe an illegal shift. I'm thinking illegal shift. And Brad Allen is the judge. You know you've watched too much football when you know all the officials by their first and last name. Illegal shift. Offense. Penalties declined. 3rd down. So instead of going with 2nd and 8, they opt for 3rd and 4. I think that's probably a good choice. Ultimately, it really doesn't impact it since they declined it. Third and 5. Thompson, Robinson takes the snap. DTR throwing. Caught over the middle. David Njoku, first down. Yes! David Njoku moves the chains for Cleveland. Let's go. First down, Brownies. Nice job by DTR, finding 85. And the Chief, who, if you're not familiar or don't know, suffered some bad burns in a home incident yesterday. But he is playing, and he's got a first down catch already. The Browns out to their own 45. Drop back. Thompson Robinson dumps it off. Harrison Bryant makes the grab, gain of 2. Second and 8 now for Cleveland. Come on, Brownies. Let's go, DTR. Nearly 1,000 people watching right now. If you haven't liked the video yet, please go ahead and do so. Helps a ton. Thompson Robinson throwing. That is nearly intercepted. Wow, DTR dodged a bullet right there. Roquan Smith was in on the coverage. And he's got good hands for a linebacker. He's got a lot of interceptions in his NFL career. He probably should have had that one. It would have been a tough grab, I guess, but he does bat it down nevertheless. Third and 8. Browns at midfield. They got a first down last time thanks to David Njoku. Let's see where 17 goes this time. DTR is in shotgun from his own 47. Takes the snap, drops back, trying to avoid pressure. He does so. Looking, throwing. That is caught. No, incomplete. Incomplete, looking for Elijah Moore beyond the sticks. Ultimately, Moore cannot hold on for the grab, and it is going to be 4th and 8, and the Browns are going to punt. We just lost 2 subscribers. That was just inconsiderate. 4th and 8. Browns are punting from midfield, try and pin Lamar deep. Corey Bajorka is on the field for the punt. The lefty boot sends it high into the Cleveland sky, and it's not a great punt. It's going to go out of bounds around the 20 or so. So Lamar's going to have a long field in front of him, but he'll come out for his second going after going 3 and out the first time around. All right. You can see we got 24,308 subscribers, or make it 7 subscribers. So that's a blow to my ego right there, Sam. But we're going to rally. Nevertheless, make sure to subscribe because we get you guys the best Browns content all season long. So daily news and rumors videos, live shows every single Tuesday at 5 o'clock Eastern, weekly watch parties, free content, of course, and I like to believe the best Browns YouTube community. And that's probably the thing that jumps out to me the most, or I'm most proud of, because I love seeing the same names and same faces in the chat. We got so many legends here: Ty Man, the Buckeye, AFX Apocalypse, Mike Dibble, the list goes on and on. The Greens, etc., etc. So join our growing Browns YouTube community by subscribing to the channel today. All right, we got some super chats we'll catch up on. I also need a beer for this dog bowl that I have unfortunately signed myself up for via super chat. So that's my own doing. We'll get that in a moment here. But I'm going to get some shout-outs right now. Anthony Childs, of course, Leon, Jeremiah, Kathy. We got Alex Treehouse, Mike Lull. We got Bell Ray. Love the live stream, bro. Browns for life. Love you, dude. Let's go, Brownies. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. By the way, this chain that I am wearing, we're going to do a duck race at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. So if you want to get this chain mailed to you, I'll sign the back of it, and off it goes. Thank you so much, Sam. Okay. Let's go back-to-back $20 super chats, the ones we got a moment ago. I thought about doing water bowls today, Sam, because I'm really not at my drinking best after a long weekend in Atlanta for a wedding. And I told that to Shay, and she's like, don't be a you-know-what. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm having full dog bowls.
Maybe we mix one in every.
Yeah, mix in the water. Michael Warnecki, this one's for you, dude. Let's go, Brownies. Woo! And then Michael Misner. Both the Michaels doing some damage to my liver. Michael Misner, that is. Shout out to you. Let's go, Brownies. First and 10 for Lamar at the Browns 20, his own 20. Checking it down. That is caught by Edwards, a gain of about 7 on the play. Anthony Walker for the stop. The more I think about this game without Deshaun Watson, which yesterday we all went to bed thinking he was going to play because that's what everyone with a blue check mark told us. We woke up this morning and he was not going to play anymore. So we haven't had a lot of time to really decompress and think about it. But Myles Garrett on 2nd and 3 takes the microphone away from me with a huge sack. Drops Lamar Jackson on the play. Working on the left side, and he gets home. Looks like he is actually joined by Jordan Elliott and Zadarius Smith. Oh, we got an injured player on the play right now. That's Zadarius Smith. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Zadarius Smith is injured, and he's kind of rolling around in pain right now. You got to be kidding me. No. This team has gone through so many injuries already with Jack Conklin and Nick Chubb. Can't lose Zadarius Smith. Can't lose Zadarius Smith. Hopefully it's just kind of a stinger or something, but that concerns the living crap out of me. Okay. Ty, man, thank you for blocking the bots. Oh, boy. Ray Bidding, Browns Chat Sports is the best on YouTube. Ray, thank you as always for supporting the show. You know, he actually, Sam, if you scroll to the bottom of the list 5, we got some MVPs of previous weeks, and Ray is one of them. So next time we get a break, we'll throw those on screen for everyone to see. But Ray, thank you very much for the super chat. Sam is adding you to the duck race right now for this turnover chain. We're a big fan of like the dog version of it. It's pretty badass. But Ray Bidding, our week 1 super chat MVP. Week 2, the Greens. I'm just going to call the entire family. Week 3 was Sub-Zero. Could be you this week. Biggest super chatter. That's the way we're going to operate for this week. Largest super chat is going to be our MVP for the show, and we're going to show you some love throughout the entire week. So thank you guys so much for always supporting the show. Really appreciate it. And if you can't super chat, no harm, no foul. Liking the video, all that good stuff goes a long way. Sam wants to show everyone who's in the duck race so far. Oh, okay. So this is how the duck race shows, but we're not going to start it just yet, so don't worry. But this is the duck race. So if you've never seen a duck race before, $5 super chat, you get entered into the duck race, and the winner's going to get this Browns turnover chain. I'll sign it, and we'll mail it to you. But we got a good amount of duckies already. It's the most electric thing. I'll tell you about, like, if the game's not going well, the duck race is 10 times more exciting. If the game goes well, it's like a cherry on top. It's a win-win either way, pretty much. All right, cool guy says he jogged it off. I'm trying to see what Twitter tells me. Does anyone have an update on the Twitter bot for me? He's in the blue tent right now. Jogged off on his own. Zadarius Smith suffered an injury, apparently celebrating the sack. So he walked off under his own power. False start offense. Let's go. That's Tyler Linderbaum, the second-year center, Tiny Tyler from Iowa, who missed last week. So the Ravens are happy to get him back.
It's always funny to me when a center gets a false start, as if he's not the one directly controlling when the play begins.
That's a good point. So after the sack and the false start, Sam, it's 3rd and 13. And pardon my French, but let's make some fucking noise here. Let's go, Browns! 3rd and 13, spam those threes. Shotgun snap. Lamar serving, dumping it off, make the tackle. Andrews goes nowhere. Maybe a gain of 6, but it's not enough. 4th down. Back-to-back 3-and-outs forced by this Browns defense. It is truly remarkable how this defense has so many of the same pieces of last year. There's no first-round draft pick that came in here. There's no ginormous free agent signing that was over $80 million. It's just Jim Schwartz was like, I don't know what the last guy was doing, but do everything the opposite, and you guys are going to be really good. 4th and 6, they punt it away to DPJ, whose return gets him across the 35, but shy of the 40. All right, so midway through the first quarter here, the Browns offense will come on the field right now and have decent field position. Sam, I'm just going to kind of use you as like a soundboard here. This is the kind of game where the Browns could win 6-3, and I'd be happy with it. You know what I mean? You just want to gut out a win at this point.
As long as you walk out of this game 3-1, I think you're pleased with yourself.
3-1, going into the bye, so Deshaun Watson's got like a month to recover. You know, last week, this week, next week, and then the next week, it's going to feel like we haven't seen him in ages. But DTR is under center from his own 38. Takes the snap, handoff to the right side, Jerome Ford running. Jerome Ford picking up some nice blocks, and he gets about 8 yards on the play. 2nd down. We got some super chats here from Robert Cool. 5-roller duck for North Carolina Browns fan. Robert, go Brownies, even from the Tar Heel State. Love to see it. 2nd and 3, though. Shotgun snap, play action. DTR looking, throwing, downfield. Oh, God. That is well short of anyone. He got hit as he threw. Sam, do you want to take a guess at what my confidence level was on DTR before the game, 1 through 10?
I go like, I can't imagine it still being any higher than like a 5, maybe like a 4. Like
I was at a 4.
There we go.
Yeah, I was literally at a 4 because I was like, listen, he was awesome in the preseason. That was the preseason. It's a rookie quarterback making a start against the Baltimore Ravens defense. That's never a good scenario. But 3rd and 3 coming up here. DTR is 3 for 6 on the day. Takes the snap, drops back. Throwing. That is tipped and picked off. That's intercepted by the Ravens. The return now for Baltimore across the 50. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. The 20. Down to the 10. DTR tries to thread the needle. It ultimately gets tipped up, intercepted. The Ravens DB was on his back essentially when he caught it. And no one's there to quickly get him down. Cooper tries to. It's not like he doesn't make an effort. But a good return by the Ravens. And Lamar sets up right in the red zone. In the BetUS red zone specifically. Damn it. You guys wanted, a lot of people wanted DTR. This is your king? Like, this is why I was never subscribing to the idea of DTR over Watson. Sure, one bad play. I'm not going to hold that against him for the rest of his, game, but I think some people thought it'd be a little bit too easy. That's all. So we're in the BetUS red zone. The jersey deal. We're doing that for the win or the loss? Thank you. All right. Ray, I know that I'm overreacting a little bit, but the throw is awful. He's been 0 for 4 in his last 4 straight passes after starting 3 for 3. And this is more just a message to, there were so many people out there who thought it'd be so easy for DTR to having a great preseason to outperform a multi-Pro Bowl quarterback in Deshaun Watson. I always thought that was just outlandish. What's that? Yep. Jersey. 1st and goal. It's a run for Lamar Jackson, and he waltzes into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Damn it. Lamar scores on the very next play, and the Ravens are on top 6-0. Scores in our BetUS red zone, chatsports.com/bet, promo code Browns125 for 125% deposit bonus at our sportsbook partner. But Lamar gets a rushing TD, and that is the 2nd touchdown given up by the Browns defense all year long. In week 4. In week 4, the 2nd. Justin Tucker's extra point is up, and it is good. So it's a 7-0 lead for the Ravens. This is not what the Browns needed to give the Ravens the ball at Cleveland's 10-yard line. Damn it. All right. We're doing a BetUS read or? Okay. Here we go. We are going to talk to you guys about our sportsbook partner, BetUS, because they got a really cool deal, by the way, for everyone. But when you go to chatsports.com/bet and you use promo code Browns125, not only are you going to get a 125% deposit bonus, but our bosses gave us the green light to chip in a jersey on Chat Sports' own dime because they love you guys so much. So you can get a Deshaun Watson jersey. You could get a Myles Garrett jersey. All you have to do is sign up at chatsports.com/bet, promo code Browns125. When you sign up, just email jersey@chatsports.com. Take a screenshot of this, and then take a screenshot of your login, like that you made an account, and then just tell us what jersey you want, what size, and your address. It's really that simple. There are no hoops to jump through. Sign up, make an account. You have to use our link, though. If you don't use the link and you don't use the promo code, it's all for nothing. But if you use those two things and send a screenshot of your account to jersey@chatsports.com/bet, jersey@chatsports.com, my boss Brett's going to say what jersey you want, what size, what color, and where do you want to send to. And you get a brand new Deshaun Watson or Myles Garrett jersey. There's no one else doing this. And that's on us here at Chat Sports because we love the Dog Pound. Tim Green, next one up on the show. Love the raffles and giveaways. Haven't won yet, but maybe today is the day. Let's go Browns. Sam, starting in the second quarter, we'll start the Venmo game for a 50-50 raffle. For the duck race one? Okay, so what we do, it's really simple. You just make another tab for the duck race, and every $10 Venmo, just like a duck race, you add the names to it. And we just go back and just have those two tabs. But $10 Venmo, we'll talk more about that later on. Tim Green, thank you so much, man. It's fun. I think this is just fun ways to kind of keep people engaged during the timeouts. That's really all I care about, is not having awful progressive ads, but keeping you guys, I don't know, a little bit more entertained. Oh, my goodness. We have a super chat coming in for the first time in a little bit of time here, but it's from an absolute original member of the Cleveland Browns Report, the Brown Tiger. Been a while, but I'm finally here. The OG is here. It's DTR time. The Brown Tiger is Deshaun Watson's biggest fan, and if he's rallying around DTR, man, maybe I can have a little bit of sip of that because I am nervous right now. But Brown Tiger, it's so good to have you back, man. Really happy to see you in the chat. Let's go, Brownies. I hope you and your family are doing well. Michael Warnecki with a $20 super chat. F the Ravens. Let's go, Browns. Let's go, Brownies. F the Ravens indeed. Kimberly, you're right. Dog bowl, though, for Michael Warnecki. So, 1st and 10 now for DTR at his own 25. Takes the snap. Handoff, Kareem Hunt running up the middle, and Hunt picking up about 5 yards on the play. It's evident that the Browns' key to success is through running the ball, playmakers making plays, and DTR not doing what he did on the last drive, turning it over. 2nd and 4, another run for Kareem Hunt, and Hunt is tripped up right around the first down marker, but I think he's got enough for a fresh set of downs. We'll wrap up all the super chats at the end of the drive. First and 10. We got first-time super chat coming in from Mike Lull. Mike, we'll throw that on screen at the end of this series. First and 10 for Lamar Jackson and for DTR and the Browns, I beg your pardon, as Kareem Hunt takes the ball for a third straight handoff. This time he only gets about 2 yards to the right side. So it'll bring up 2nd and 8 now. Browns should get RG3 again. RG3 annoys the shit out of me. He always has to inject himself into conversations about like he's a sports analyst, so I get that part, but I feel like sometimes he reaches. That's all. Second and 8 for DTR. Takes the shotgun snap. Throwing to the right. That is caught. Elijah Moore trying to reach for the first. He's going to be about a yard shy. It's going to be slow. I don't think you're going to see a lot of huge explosive plays, but if you can keep yourself in third and manageable every time and give yourself a chance, convert on a couple of those, get some scores on the board, and let the defense do the rest, and you could grind out a really close win. Elijah Moore is about half a yard short. 3rd and 1 right now. I think you give this one right to Jerome Ford. DTR is in shotgun with Kareem Hunt to his... Oh, they have Harrison Bryant hop under center. It's a trick play. DTR rolling to his right, throwing downfield. But a flag is thrown. Okay. What a play to break down. This is going to be pass interference defense. But here's what happened. DTR lines up in shotgun, right? Harrison Bryant runs in, lines up under center, takes the snap, pitches to DTR, who then looks downfield for Amari Cooper, who is clearly interfered with. It's unnecessary. The DB could have just turned around and picked it off, but he's interfered with. It's a spot foul, a big gain for Cleveland, and the Browns are making their way towards the BetUS red zone. Woo! Let's go. They're actually inside the BetUS red zone at the 19-yard line. We need 7 here. We need 7. We need 7. DTR's in shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff. On a reverse. Oh, no. Elijah Moore is running the wrong way. Elijah Moore, no. Moore is going to go out of bounds at the 33. That's about a 15-yard loss. Oh, my goodness. Elijah Moore tried to be a hero. He cost this team 15 to 20 yards doing so. Instead of just accepting about a 5-yard loss, he kept going south instead of north, and it's going to be a big loss on the play. Oh, my goodness. Oh. So it's second down and forever. It's back at the 39-yard line. Second and 30, a 20-yard loss. DTR is going to throw for it. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Oh, my goodness. He pitches it out of bounds looking for Harrison Bryant. There is a flag, though. DTR is trying to be a hero. Pitch it to Harrison Bryant. Lucky for him, that pitch goes out of bounds. I think this might be a late hit against DTR, which, Sam, oddly enough, would be a first down and would be a huge lifesaver for the Browns. Let's see what the officials rule, though. Long discussion. They might pick this up. Oh, never mind. Illegal forward pass. Loss of down. This has been a disaster of a red zone experience for the Browns. You have Elijah Moore running backwards 20 yards. You have DTR trying to flip it backwards. It ultimately goes forward for a penalty and a loss of down. And now the Browns would be lucky just to get 3 points away from this red zone trip. 3rd and 31. Try to get 10 yards and take your 3 points. DTR. Throwing, caught, Jerome Ford, gain of 5. So 4th and 26 coming up after 2 meltdowns. And Hopkins is going to come on for a relatively long field goal. Unreal.
That fell apart.
I mean, I've never seen such a meltdown in the red zone. If he doesn't pitch it, it's like 4th and 19 right now instead, or 4th and 15. So a 53-yarder is good. Hopkins makes a 53-yarder to get the Browns on the board. But man, oh man, did DTR have some wild plays on that last experience, on that last drive. All right, we're going to get some shout-outs here. We got 3s coming in from Mitchell, excuse me. I mean, the DTR experience so far is a bit scary. Man, oh man, oh man. We also got to tell everyone about our sponsor, which we'll do so in just a second here. Just try, there it is. That's the tweet I wanted. All right. Sam, let's tell everyone about our proud sponsor today, which is AG1. Today's Cleveland Browns Report is sponsored by AG1. Now, I have AG1 literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at drinkag1.com/chatsports. Now, I give AG1 a try because I don't like taking pills or vitamins and wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. So I take AG1 in the morning, makes me feel ready to take on my day. It also really helps with me starting my day on the right foot and getting into a healthier lifestyle. I start the day with making one great choice, which is AG1, and then more healthy decisions follow. So covering my nutritional basis for the day also couldn't be easier thanks to AG1. I just mix one small scoop of AG1 with water, drink it first thing in the morning, done. I also love that it costs less than $3 a day, which is pretty good if you ask me. So if a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then AG1 is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/chatsports. That's drinkag1.com/chatsports. All that information is in the comments and the description of today's video. Shout out to AG1 for supporting today's show. Getting ready for the resumption of this game from Cleveland with the Ravens on top 7-3. You can't go to the red zone and settle for a 53-yard field goal with your backup quarterback. And that's not on Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski did not ask Elijah Moore to run backwards 20 yards. He did not ask DTR to have a forward lateral past the line of scrimmage. Like, this is just players needing to execute. PJ Walker is on the sideline. He was elevated to the active roster. Deshaun Watson trying to help him out, band-aid this offense for the next 4 quarters. I mean, they just got to get through today. You can win, get 3-1 into the bye. Need that. All right. Confidence level, scale 1 to 10.
FYI, I just changed the live poll, and I just made this the live poll. Had to get a little creative because I couldn't put 10 answer choices, but I did them in number ranges. So get your votes in on the poll here as well as the chat.
The kick return for the Ravens get to the 23. Scratch that, 27. All right, while Lamar takes the field, Sam, are we behind on any super chats? We got Joe Miller with a $5 super chat. Go Browns. Joe, go Brownies. Let's go Cleveland. Robert, love your show. Robert, I love you. Let's go Browns. Come on. I want a pick 6 right now. Browns fan for life. Go Browns. Let's go Brownies. Browns fan for life. You and me, buddy. Mike Law with a first-time super chat. Let me get this 1st and 10 off, and then Mike will read it. As Lamar stands in, what's that? Oh, my bad. Okay. Lamar throwing on 1st and 10. That is nearly intercepted. Martin Emerson. But Mike Law with a $5 super chat. First-time super. This is my first super chat. Add me to the duck race. You will be added, Mr. Law. Took off work early so I could spend time with my dog pound. Go Browns. Mike, I love that. Shout out to you, man. For you, here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. Lamar in shotgun. Takes the snap. Pitching it. Edwards to the left. Stop behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1.
So it was my bad. I didn't even catch it. Browns fan for life. That was also their first time super chatting. So.
Does that mean we have to sing again? Oh, no.
You better believe it means
on 3rd down of all times, let's get loud. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Browns fan for life, thank you for supporting the channel. 3rd and 11. Spam those 3s. Let's go, Browns. Let's go, Browns. Let's go, Browns. Shotgun snap, Lamar, wide receiver screen. That's going nowhere. Nowhere. Yes. Greg Newsome. Yes. Let's go. By the way, Zadarius Smith back in the game. Big sigh of relief. Huge sigh of relief right there. Zadarius Smith back in the game. Fourth and 13, and like a third straight kind of 3-and-out, Sam. I know it's got an asterisk because they started at the 8-yard line. As DPJ's punt and return starts at the 20, and he is tripped up at the 28-yard line. But Lamar and the offense, if not for the defense handing them a possession at the Browns' 10-yard line, Sam, they have nothing.
They'd be down.
They'd be down.
And that's kind of the game, the type of game that you figured would happen without Deshaun Watson in this. Like the Browns, we're not going to win. We're not going to be putting up 30-plus points. But if they do, awesome.
Yeah.
But they couldn't rely on their offense to win them the game. This is the defense's game to win.
We got a $10 super chat coming in from Sub-Zero, who was our MVP last week. Yo, I won't be here for the game. I'll be stuck at work today. However, I'll peek in to see the score. Browns got this one, so don't worry. Sub-Zero, I would say enjoy work, but that does not sound like enjoyable things to do on Sunday. However, at least, you're a good worker and colleague for showing up even on a Sunday. So Sub-Zero, we'll catch up with you later, dude. Go Brownies. Shotgun snap, DTR, spinning, throwing, and that is caught. Marquise Goodwin, loss of 2 as DTR tried to avoid the sack. We got some other super chats we'll catch up on at the end of this drive, or actually in the next 20 seconds when the first quarter wraps up. DTR was not having a lot of places to throw the ball. He's kind of lucky to get out of that sack and then find a brown-colored jersey. Rock Yasin. And Cleveland, with 2nd and 11, is going to let the first quarter run down to 0-0. So we move into the second quarter. The Browns are trailing 7-3, but the defense is looking really good. Just a interception return to the Browns' 10-yard line has been the only fuel for the Baltimore Ravens offense thus far. Christopher with a $5 super chat. We'll add Christopher to the duck race. Thank you, PD. I live 1 hour from Cleveland Stadium, and Cincy and Pitt are the game being shown. You are my lifeline to my dogs. F dirty birds. How is that possible? I guess maybe by Youngstown, if that's the direction you live. I'd have to assume that. It wouldn't be like towards Toledo. But Christopher, hey, we're happy to have you here. Let's go Brownies. Let's go Browns, dude. Come on. We got another $5 super chat from Browns Fan for Life. Browns Fan for Life, really appreciate you. I know that your first super chat was like 10 minutes ago, but let's break the rules. Let's do another Here We Go Brownies. Why not? You ready? On the count of 3. 3. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Browns Fan for Life. There. We got a $2 super chat from the Brown Tiger. Let DTR settle in. He'll be fine. Go Brownies. Yeah, I mean, it is his first NFL start, and maybe I came a little harsh. Was I harsh, Sam, you think?
No, I don't think so. Fair? I don't think so, because I think you have to understand expectations to an extent here.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting him necessarily to light the world on fire either, so, I think if anything, you're just speaking to what is actually happening.
I had one request for him. It was not to forward lateral it 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. That's not a big request. I don't think I should be in trouble for that. I don't think I should be in trouble for that one. Brown Tiger, good to see you, dude. Hopefully you're doing well, and if you're on the road, travel safe. Tim Green, next one up. $20 super chat from the Greens. Matt, I have to disagree respectfully. Can't believe the play calling. Why throw deep balls with a rookie? Stefanski needs to give up the calls. I am pissed. Put me in on the ducky race as well, I think is what the rest of the super chat says. Did I guess that correctly? Ooh, that's pretty cool by me. Put me in the ducky race and hope we can prevail. Go Browns. I get where you're coming from of like they're getting a bit cutesy with it on that 3rd and 1, Harrison Bryant under center. But I also kind of like Stefanski for that. I'll tell you what the Ravens were not expecting with a rookie QB. A deep shot on 3rd and 1. Try and catch him sleeping. Maybe you're overthinking it, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it, actually. 2nd and 11, it's a handoff for Jerome Ford, and he is tripped up and does not get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 12 now. We're closing in on 24,400 subscribers. If you have not joined the channel yet, go ahead and do so. If you're already subscribed, type me in the chat. That way we can try and bring people on the fence over to our channel if they can see strength in numbers right now. So let's go, Brownies. Hit the sub button. 3rd and 12. DTR and shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back. Dorian Thompson-Robinson checks it down, and Njoku catches it for a gain of 5, but that'll be 4th and 7 now. And the Browns are going to be forced to punt after a 3-and-out on their half of the field. We got some me's coming in from Roy, from Mike Lall. We got Cleveland dog for life. John is not. John, screw you. We got Ty Man the Buckeye. We got Kathy. We got Dibs. We got Toxic Production. We got Joe. We got Smith. We got Darth Raven. 4th and 6. Corey Bajorquez punts it away. And that is fair caught at the 21-yard line. I know we're talking punter here. When was the last time Bajorquez had a good punt? Like, I don't know, dude. You're punting from your own 30. Try and pin him deep. Maybe not have him start throwing 21. Just my 2 thoughts on the matter. Excuse me. Robert with a $5 super chat. Can we give some love to number 24? Ask and you shall receive. Let's get some 24s for Nick Chubb going in the chat. He underwent a successful knee surgery to repair his MCL just yesterday. Now, it was initially reported that the ACL would be intact. He has to get a second surgery in a few weeks on his ACL. I don't know if they discovered in the first surgery that the initial reports were wrong or if that was always the plan. I'm not a orthopedic surgeon, so hard for me to say. But, yeah, let's spam 24 in the chat. Hopefully we can get him back on the field sooner rather than later. Robert, I love this super chat. Thank you so much for showing some love to our guy, Nick Chubb. Jacob Kistner with a $5 super. I want my ducky. Confidence, 7.3. Plenty of time. Petey, when the Browns defense continues to play this well through Week 18, where will they rank all time? Let's go Browns. If they stay on this trajectory of averaging 1 touchdown every other game, which is kind of what they're averaging right now, right? 2 touchdowns in 4 games. That would be 8 touchdowns allowed all year. I'm going to go on a limb and say that's the best defense of all time. Like, just going off the numbers, giving up 8 touchdowns in 17 games, that's even adding an extra one, kind of. That's right there with the 85 Bears, the 2001 Ravens, all that. The Patriots a few years ago had statistically an amazing defense. So, Jacob, realistically, though, because they probably will not be able to sustain this rate, it's going to be the best Browns defense I've ever seen with my 2 eyes, right? Could someone tell me a Browns defense that they think will, like a season that will be better than this year? At this current rate, given some wiggle room of they don't hold opponents to just 4 first downs a game, that ridiculously low number, but even if they go up a little bit, like sometime from the 80s, before my time, that's for sure. We got $20 super chat from DeMiller8261. DeMiller with a $20 super chat. That is a dog bowl, DeMiller. Thanks so much for supporting the channel, dude. Let's go, Brownies. Here's the super chat menu, by the way, if you feel so inclined. As 1st and 10 for the Ravens is a run to the right. JOK cannot make the tackle, so it ends up being a 10-yard gain instead of a 1-yard loss. And if you exclude Lamar Jackson's touchdown run, which I don't know if technically those count as first downs. I think they do count as first downs. This would be the Ravens' first down of the ball game in the second quarter. Sam?
Dan Miller's super chat was his very first super chat.
Oh, hell yeah.
I am off my game with
That's
these.
okay. Hey,
but
we were both coming in a little bit on edge.
A little rushed.
Yeah.
Not our fault.
1st and 10, Lamar, serving, throwing. That is caught. And Mark Andrews is met by a horde of Browns jerseys who limit the gain to 12 yards. But first time Super Chatter Sam, on the count of 3, you ready?
Let's do it.
1, 3. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo.
Good stuff, Dan. Appreciate you.
Is it Dan? Or you just...
No, I misread
Could
that.
be Dan.
It could be Dan.
But DeMiller we'll go with for now.
I misread it thinking it was Dan Miller.
I see. First and 10 for the Ravens. A handoff up the middle. And Edwards picks up about 6 yards before Taki brought him down. The Ravens moving out to midfield. Time for the Browns defense to, put the clamp down here. Force a third down, and then get an incomplete pass and get off the field. 2nd and 5. Right at the 50-yard line. Lamar in shotgun. Jim Schwartz, defense, sends 5. It's a quick wide, incomplete. Quick wide receiver slant. There's a flag. Come on. This is going to be on Denzel Ward. Defensive holding or pass interference. But ultimately, it'll be a first down for Baltimore. Damn it. It's exactly what we talked about too, right? There's nothing better than when the referees have a long discussion, though, after a flag's thrown. Because there's a glimmer of hope. Oh, they might come out and say, there's no flag on the play.
And then they go back to calling the thing that everyone's been assuming for 5 minutes that they're going to call.
Ethan Posick is going to the locker room. I repeat, Ethan Posick is walking to the locker room. Pass interference on Denzel Ward. Spot foul, about a gain of 8 yards or so. Although it's not spot. Shouldn't it just be a 15-yard gain?
Like, who'd have guessed it?
Yeah.
Not good news on Posick, though, if he can't come back in. Who's that option?
Luke Whippler.
Luke Whippler's inactive.
Nick Harris. Yeah, Luke Whippler's inactive. He's kind of been inactive all year. Ethan Posick to the locker room. Also, I think the Steelers are down by 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Lamar throwing, dumping it off. And Zay Flowers is going to get about 7 yards on the play. I kind of called the Texans winning this game.
Touchdown and 2 field goals for Texans, which almost feels more embarrassing because they've driven down the field 3 times on them.
Texans up 13-0 over Pittsburgh. The Rams are beating up the Colts in Indy 17-0. Panthers up over Minnesota 10-7. Bucks and Saints in a low-scoring affair 3-0 New Orleans. And the Commanders in Philly are leading 14-7. Bills Dolphins all even at 14. Bengals Titans even at 3. 2nd and 3. Fumble! 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 Ball! 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 Yes! 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 Let's go! Fumble recovered by Cleveland. Lamar, poor handoff to the running back. Browns jump on it. It's their ball. Yes. Yes. Cleveland takes over at midfield. Justice Hill and Lamar Jackson were not on the same page. And the Browns take over. Wow. Just when looking at the Browns defense was a little bit mortal, what do, Sam? They get a turnover. Yes. Let's go. Let's go, Brownies. That's what I'm talking about. Shout-outs coming in for John, for Sean, for Mike, for Scott, for Just Chill, for Robert, for Christina, for Mr. Lee. Soul Train changing his name back. Thank you. Makes it easier on my brain. Bob, Jason, Robert, the show, Brian Fitzgerald. Let's go, Brownies. Danielle's rocking with me. Jacob, Cody, Gabriel, Kathy, Gregory, H. Let's go, Browns. Yes. Just when the Browns defense is starting to give up some actual first downs for once, they're like, all right, enough of that. You guys wanted turnovers? Here's turnovers. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Do you want to tell everyone about AG1? You can kind of knock that out right now. All right. So today's show, by the way, while we're at commercial break, is being sponsored by AG1. Now, I have AG1 almost every single day, literally every day, because I can get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at drinkag1.com/chatsports. I recently gave AG1 a try because I just don't like taking pills or vitamins and wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. So I take AG1 in the morning, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. It also really helps me with starting my day on the right foot, kind of getting to a healthier lifestyle. And thanks to making that one great choice, more healthy decisions then follow. Also, covering my nutritional basis for the day couldn't be easier, which is why I trust AG1. I just mix one small scoop of AG1 with water first thing in the morning, and I'm done. It's also it's a very effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients, so a win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then AG1 is giving you a free one-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/chatsports. That's drinkag1.com/chatsports. That link is in the comments and the description of today's video. First and 10. Browns are in the pistol. DTR after the turnover, hands it off. Jerome Ford running to his left, gain of 4. Browns need to be good at running the ball on first down. They have got to keep themselves ahead of schedule. What does that mean? First and 10 runs got to result in 2nd and 6s, not 2nd and 9s, forcing a pass that could be incomplete for 3rd and 9. No, keep yourself ahead of schedule. 2nd and 6, quick throw. That is off the target, incomplete, looking for Ford. And that's exactly what I talked about. We've got an incomplete pass there, but you're still at 3rd and 6. Very manageable for the offense. Need a first down here, though. Can't go 3 and out offensively after the defense forced a turnover. Bills up over the Dolphins 21-14. Stephon Diggs with a touchdown.
That was such an over game. Everyone knew
That was the biggest over I've ever seen.
I put quite some money.
3rd and 6, DTR throws. This is, I think, caught by Njoku for a first. Do they say he caught it? The Ravens say it hit the ground. It was a low throw. If he catches it, it's enough for a first. Browns are going quickly, so the Ravens can't review. They get the snap off, and that last play is history, Sam.
Type your ones.
And on 1st and 10, they run it to Jerome Ford for a gain of 1. Good job by Kevin Stefanski and company moving quickly so the Ravens did not have a chance to look at it even longer. 2nd and 10, though. Browns might have stolen a first down there. I still not seen a replay. DTR's in shotgun, takes the snap. Throwing to the right flat. That is caught. Jerome Ford slips a tackle, but a gain of 5. And now you keep yourself in 3rd and manageable. This is the name of the game for the backup quarterback. 3rd and manageable. What would you guys do here? On 3rd and 5, you're at the Ravens' 45-yard line. You run it, or would you pass it? If you have Nick Chubb, I'd run it. You don't have Nick Chubb. But you have Amari Cooper. You have David Njoku. Let's go to those guys, right? 3rd and 4, I think you are looking at number 2 right now. He's at the top of the screen. 5 receivers. Shotgun snap for DTR. His pass is tipped. It's incomplete. Dang. Kyle Van Noy, who was just signed a few days ago, gets a fingertip on the pass. So Van Noy tips it. It's incomplete. Now here's another question for you guys. Go for it or punt? You're at midfield.
I think that the spot you're at, you kind of have to punt. I don't think you have enough confidence in your offense to run on 4th down.
Yeah. 4th and 4, the Browns do elect to punt as Bojorquez tries to flip the field for Cleveland. His punt is a good one. It's down at the 6-yard line. That's what I needed, right? Down him inside the 10. Try and flip the field. Defense forces a stop. Offense comes right back on the field around the 50-yard line. 8 minutes and change to go in the first half. Super chance to catch up on this one from Sub-Zero. $10 plus $10 equals $20. This is true. Big math. Take a dog bowl to the head for me before I go into work. Also, I'm still waiting on my stuff in the mail from you guys. I would have been mailed on Monday or Tuesday, so I thought if it was going to come on Friday or Saturday. If it didn't, I bet it's going to be there tomorrow. But it got mailed the day that we emailed so I can get your address. It was mailed the next day. So it should be there very soon. If you don't see it soon, email me back and we'll get to the bottom of it. But you asked for a dog bowl. Yeah. Sub-Zero for you, my man. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. The Brown Tiger. You think we'll see your boy Cedric Tillman in the mix today? We saw some Cedric Tillman at the very start of the year. You guys remember the Bengals game? Like, he was out there for like the second or third play. Haven't seen him since. That might be a reflection of where he's at practice as a rookie. You got to earn your snaps. So, barring an injury, no, I don't think we're going to see him. It looks like David Bell is ahead of him on the depth chart right now, which, I mean, hey, if David Bell's a better player, then go for it. But obviously, for my own selfish reasons, I want my Tennessee players like Cedric Tillman to do well. So, we sure could use him right now in Knoxville, though, especially after the injury yesterday. All right, Super Chat menu, though, if you're just tuning in, is we have over 1,600 people watching right now, but only 319 likes, by the way. So if you're just stopping by, hit the thumbs up button. But nevertheless, first-time Super Chatters, producer Sam and I sing, Here We Go Brownies. $5 Super Chat. We are going to do a duck race at the 2-minute warning for this turnover chain. We'll show you guys that in a moment. $10, it's a dog bowl. $20, shot roulette, but I'm just making it dog bowls because I am too hungover after a wedding last night to do some shots. That is going to be a green Petey on face, and it's not going to be a pretty sight. $50, we haven't even got a chance to really show it yet. But we got our MVP board. So, anyone that super chats $50 or more throughout a show, we add your name on a sticker to the MVP board, and we keep it all season long. So, if you want to be one of the realest ones and want to go above and beyond, feel free to do so. As 1st and 10 for the Ravens is a rush to the right side for 4 yards by Edwards. And then here's the duck race, by the way. So the pond is filling up, but $5 Super Chat will add your duck to that pond.
We've already gotten 23 entries so far, which is awesome. Shout out to everyone who's already sent in those Super Chats, but that's the way to do it.
Yep. We got Edwards, new here, first time here. Welcome along. It's a blast. 2nd and 6 for Baltimore. Shotgun snap. It's a run, and it's a 6-yard gain on second down to get a fresh set of downs for the Ravens, who are backed up after a good punt by Corey Bojorquez, and they're trying to make their way out of their own red zone, or own, end zone, if you will. First and 10 Ravens. Let me know who you got, though. Cleveland or Baltimore as we approach the 7-minute mark of the second quarter with the Ravens leading 7-3. Lamar is in shotgun. He takes the snap. Rolling to his right, trying to evade pressure, throwing it across his body. Mark Andrews catches it. Andrews across the 40. Andrews across the 45. Across the 50, taken down on the Browns' half of the field. Lamar was flushed out of the pocket. Threw it across his body to Mark Andrews, his best friend. And Andrews, working on Greg Newsome, able to turn something into a lot. Damn. Newsome right there Andrews has what? 50 pounds on him? Probably not that much, but solid 30 pounds.
That is a mismatch if I've ever heard one.
1st and 10, that's a run for the Ravens, and it's another good run by Baltimore. Gain of over 15 as the Ravens are trying to manufacture a drive, and they're doing a pretty good job of it so far. Tim Green, we're going to do that in the second half. Second half. Oh, come on. 1st and 10. They're at the Browns 32. It's another run, and it's a gain of 8. And right now, the Ravens' offensive line appears to be winning their assignments up front, as these running backs are getting a lot of green grass to start their runs. 2nd and 3 now for Baltimore. The Ravens started the game with the ball. So if the Browns can come away with this, limiting the damage to a Justin Tucker field goal, keep it 10-3 and get the ball back with an opportunity to tie the game before the half, that seems like a pretty good path here. 2nd and 3, it's another run, and it's a long run. It's inside the 5. It is down to the 1 where Juan Thornhill shoves the runner out of bounds. Oh. That Melvin Gordon? Well, give it to Melvin Gordon again. He will fumble. Melvin Gordon with a huge hole to run through. And they're at the Browns 3-yard line in the BetUS red zone as Lamar rushes for a gain of 1. 2nd and goal coming up. All right, span those stops. By the way, go visit our sportsbook partner, chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Browns125. You get a 125% deposit bonus. 2nd and goal. We need to stop. We need to stop here. Boys and girls, we need to stop right now. At Cleveland's 2-yard line. Lamar is going to run it himself, and he's in for a touchdown. There's a flag. There's a flag. There's a flag. I think this is going to be coming back for a hold. I hope. Maybe not. Offsides defense. Myles Garrett lined up offsides. Touchdown Ravens. Damn it. That sucks. Myles Garrett lined up offside, so there's going to be a free play no matter what. And Lamar, with his 2nd rushing score of the day, extends the Ravens' lead. And Tucker's on to try and make it a 14-3 ball game. Browns got to get some points before the half. Need something before the half. Justin Tucker is on for the extra point, and of course it is good. So 14-3, the Ravens with the lead. Damn. All right, well, we were in the BetUS red zone, which I wanted to be in a whole lot today for the Browns, but so far it's been the Ravens. But if you go to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Browns125, you're going to get a 125% deposit bonus. Now, if you go to that link, chatsports.com/bet, type that in exactly, enter the promo code Browns125, you're not only going to get a big deposit bonus, you're also going to be available or possible, you can get yourself a Browns jersey. So the way it works is if you use all that login information, take a screenshot of your account, email it to jersey@chatsports.com. We're going to send you a Browns jersey on us here at Chat Sports. You can get a Myles Garrett jersey. You can get a Deshaun Watson jersey. There's really just 3 steps. Use our link. Use our promo code. Email jersey@chatsports when you've done 1 and 2. And we will send you a jersey of Garrett or Watson, your color of choice, of course your size. And then you got a Browns jersey on Chat Sports. And you got a 125% deposit bonus over at BetUS. It's a win-win. I don't know what you guys are missing out on if you're not jumping on this deal right now. All right. Confidence level in DTR. Where are we at? I was at a 4, and I'm down to like a 2.5 right now. He's made some good-looking throws. What happened to the defense? The defense has given up 14 points, 7 of which was a drive that started at the Browns' 10-yard line. And then give credit to the Ravens' ground game there. They churned out about 85 yards, give or take. and drove down the length of the field. Browns kind of got bent over that drive. That happens from time to time in the NFL. Hard to stay on top as a defense when the game is designed to benefit the offense. But the offense for Cleveland needs to put up some points here.
I've been keeping track of the live poll and keep getting your votes in there, but slowly but surely the 1 to 3 section is catching up to the 4 to 6 answer section. And people are getting less and less confident in their quarterback. And I might wind up resetting that here in a little bit and see where everyone's at now.
Looking for an update on Ethan Posick. Ethan Posick is questionable with a chest injury. That is the update on Posick. Questionable. All right. That being said, we got 4 minutes to go in the first half of action. We have a little over 1,500 people tuning in right now. If you've not liked the video yet, please go ahead and do so. It helps boost the channel. You got nothing to lose. It just benefits us a lot, so it's always appreciated. So where's Myles Garrett? He lines up off sides. He's kind of lining up as a 3 technique on this play. Oh, no, he's over on the edge. Excuse me. First and 10. Under center. DTR. Play action. Dumping it off. That's caught. Jordan Akins picking up about 5 yards on the play. Update coming on Ethan Posick right now. So with Posick out, or questionable, I should say, with the chest injury, it is Nick Harris, who was the Browns starting center for 3 or 4 snaps last season. He's now out there. 2nd and 4. Under center. Handoff. Kareem Hunt is bottled up in the backfield. Dropped for a loss on the play. Man. Not looking great offensively here. 3rd and 6. Okay. Third and 6. You've got DTR in shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Flushed out of the pocket. Avoids a sack. DTR looking. DTR throwing out of bounds. Nothing was available. So he makes the wise decision and throws it away. But the Browns offense goes 3 and out. They're going to punt. And it's going to be Ravens football with an opportunity to build on their lead right now. The only good news is this. The Titans are beating the Bengals 17-3. And last time I saw, the Steelers were trailing the Texans by 2 scores. Bojorquez punts it away. We need a good punt here. It is fair caught at the 25. I'm not quite sure what the Ravens return man was thinking. He had no one near when he made that fair catch signal. Probably cost the Ravens about 10 yards, honestly. All right. We are less than 100 likes away. We are 98 likes. If we can get to 500 likes before the end of the first half, I'm going to do a dog bowl on the house. So, like the video. When we get to 500 likes, we are going to do a dog bowl here. So, we are cranking away at it. 403 right now. DTR sucks. Someone had to say it. A lot of people wanted DTR to start weeks ago. This is what you wanted? Come on. Like, DTR is a rookie quarterback. His career will not be defined by his first start. That's not fair to any rookie QB. But it doesn't mean it's going to be a great first start. 1st and 10, Lamar dumps it off. Flag. This is all going to come back for a hold. Hill getting across the 50. Hill is off to the races, and he's dragged down at the 20. But I think this is going to come back for a offensive holding. At least I'm hoping it is. Oh, yep. Holding on the offense. 1st and 20. All that's for nothing. Wipe it away. Never happened. Patrick McCarry looks like he had the tough task of working on Myles Garrett, and he just bear hugs Myles Garrett. That's a clear and obvious hold right there. Garrett got to Jackson even. So 1st and 20. We are 57 likes away from 500. 1st and 20. Ravens are going to run down this play clock. They don't want to give the Browns too much time if they cannot get a first down off this series. Shotgun snap. Handoff on 1st and 20. And Edwards is going to get about 17 yards on 1st and 20. The Browns' run defense, Joe Woods is back. Browns' run defense has been gashed today, Sam. I mean, they've given up over 100 yards on the ground, I can say confidently.
Yeah, and they know that this is how the Ravens were going to try and win this football game going into it. Control the time of possession, limit the amount of opportunities that you give that defense to make plays, and they just have no answers so far.
So far, Hill has 33 yards, Gus Edwards has 23 yards, Melvin Gordon has 22 yards, and Lamar Jackson has 15 yards. So add it all up, that's over 100. Or just about. My napkin math right? But it does look like Joe Woods' defense is back. I mean, this is unbelievable. Come on. 93 yards.
In the meantime, I know we're only 38 now likes away from 500. Make PD drink.
Yeah.
Make PD drink hungover. I think that's the real caveat.
It's not even me being hungover. It's just getting up at 4:45-ish for a flight after being at a wedding till 1 a.m. is a tough turnaround.
I don't think anyone would be able to pull that one off.
Yeah,
much less someone that had to go into work the next morning.
That's a compound fracture right there, right? Out till 1 a.m. for a wedding, 4:45 a.m. flight so I can get here in time for the watch party. Just a brutal 1-2 punch right there.
And yet we still can't make them drink.
Yeah. 27 likes away from 500. Charles, we need a pick six. A defensive score would turn this game on its head. We need a comeback. Need a stop. Need points before the half. Or at this point, I feel like you are kind of hoping to settle for this score. Not give up more points.
We're only 19 away now.
Still a 2-possession game right now, down by 11. Mike Dibble, are we doing the duck race now? We're going to do the duck race for this bad boy at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. That way everyone's got the whole game pretty much to get $5 super chats to enter the duck race for the Browns turnover chain raffle. 15 likes away, 12 likes away. Can we get there? I always want to know who like number 500 is. 2nd and 4, though. Ravens at their own 31-yard line. Lamar in shotgun. Flag on the play. It's going to be a quick throw. Catch Zay Flowers. First down. The Browns jumped, so it was more or less a free play, and they picked up 5 yards, the exact penalty yardage anyway.
And we got to 500
likes. Lucky me.
Let's go.
Offsides defense. Myles Garrett, second offsides call of the game. Penalty is declined. Garrett just trying to, well, that's not the same. 1st and 10. We got over 400 subscribers for the number 24,000. Can we get to 24,500? That'd be the next big number. 1st and 10 for Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket, under 2 minutes to go. Looking, running with it, and Lamar is pushed out, but a gain of 5. This Browns defense needs a bit of life injected into it right now. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Ravens. We need a turnover. And the issue is the Browns already got their turnover for the game. Like, not very often you get 2 turnovers given to you. So when you get 1 in the first half, that's usually the only one you're going to get for the half. 2nd and 7. Lamar in shotgun. He's at his own 41. You know how good Justin Tucker is. Lamar hands it off. And this time, not a lot of room to run. Gain of 1. So I'm curious to see how both teams handle the clock here. No one has used a timeout yet, but we have an injured player. It's a Ravens offensive lineman. Is that Morgan Moses? His teammate was signaling to the trainers to come out and attend to him. Hopefully he's okay. But I think the Ravens are forced to use a timeout here on an injured player. They are indeed. So this could benefit the Browns in terms of stopping the clock with a minute 26 if the Ravens can't get a first down here. But Morgan Moses, this team's right tackle, is the injured player and is their best offensive lineman, I would say. So definitely a blow. Hopefully he can return. It is Falele replacing him. Do you remember Falele from the draft? Yeah, Minnesota's like 6'9", ginormous human being. I think he's from Australia. It was funny. Just the other day, I was actually thinking about him. I was like, I know he went to the Ravens. Has he done anything? And he's just the backup. But Moses is going to walk off. He's kind of holding his pec like this. So, looks like his left pec-ish. Lamar comes over and taps his helmet. Hopefully he's all right. But he's sort of almost acting like his arm is in a sling. So it's not looking good. But 3rd and 6. Here we go. Spam those threes. Let's make some noise. Come on. Let's go. Need a stop. Need a stop now. Ravens. From their own 42, Lamar, the shotgun snap. He's going to throw it. That is caught Hill. Damn it. Oh, Melvin Gordon, I beg your pardon. Lamar just floated it up for Melvin Gordon, who on a wheel route is able to beat JOK. He almost dropped it too, but it nevertheless turns into a gain of 20. And it's going to get the Ravens across the 50. Damn. And now they are very much in Justin Tucker range. It's a beautiful touch pass from Lamar. They're at the Browns' 35-yard line. Lamar is sacked. Yes, 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 yes. Myles Garrett gets home. Loss of 10 more. 95's in the chat. 95's in the chat. Myles Garrett gets to the quarterback, and that's going to push Baltimore out of field goal range. Yes. Loss of 9. 2nd and 19, and the Ravens are back towards the 50. They're at the Browns' 44. Lamar drops back, dumps it off to Melvin Gordon. Gordon is trying to evade tacklers. He gets about 6 yards, but a flag is thrown. That's going to be against the Ravens, and that's going to take them back to their half of the 50. Holding. Offense. Let's go. John Simpson, the guilty party. And just like how the Browns had a drive really spiral out of control, this Ravens drive is now spiraling out of control with a sack and a hold. I mean, that's 19 yards just backed up. Second and 29. Shotgun snap. Lamar looking, has plenty of time. Now pressure's getting to him. Rolling to his right, throwing downfield. Oh my goodness, it's caught Zay Flowers at the 12. Oh. Martin Emerson in on the coverage, and Zay Flowers makes a nice catch at the sideline. Lamar had all the time in the world, and then he finds number 4. And the Ravens are very much in business in the BetUS red zone. 1st and 10, Baltimore. Lamar is 9 for 10 today, 139 yards, and then 2 rushing touchdowns for a 15 yards total. So, Browns used their first timeout to try and regroup and refocus defensively here.
Here's my thing, Petey. We said, and by the way, we're in the BetUS red zone, chatsports.com/bet, promo Browns to 125, 125% deposit bonus. We said that, at the end of the first quarter, outside of an interception that, took the Ravens right to the Browns' 10-yard line, they haven't really done anything on offense. And now we're sitting here close to the end of the second quarter being like, wow, this defense is kind of getting gashed a little bit.
Yep, indeed. No doubt about it. This defense is kind of having a come-down-to-earth game, right? They were so dominant.
It was bound to happen.
It's just tough to keep that up. I'm not panicking over the defense. They're playing Lamar Jackson like he's a really good quarterback. Lamar's going to make plays. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Lamar takes the snap. It's a designed quarterback run, and he gets about 5 yards on the play, and it gets them to the Browns' 6-yard line. So the Ravens use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout remaining, so they can call any play they want with 20 seconds. They take a sack. They can use that final timeout.
Shout out to our weekly moderator, Ty Man, the Buckeye. He said, I got the bots now, Sam. I'd gotten some of them, but I saw that he's all over it.
Ty Man lives.
Tag teaming him.
Ty Man is like a bot swatter.
Yeah,
Ty Man lives in Botswana. That's what it is. Just bot swat it.
Good, because every bot in the chat is a peasant and a bum.
Hate the bots. 2nd and 5. Browns need to stop here. They need to hope that they can hold the Ravens to just a field goal and keep it a 14-point game going into the half. We'll take a break, by the way, for halftime. Here it is. Shotgun snap to Lamar. Throwing to the end zone. That looks like it's caught for a touch. No, out of bounds, they say. Looking for Nelson Aguilar, working on Greg Newsome. I thought Aguilar caught it, but he might have been out of bounds, and that's what the officials signaled. 1. Oh, yeah, he only gets 1 foot in. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. You got to drag that foot if you're Aguilar. So, incomplete pass, 17 seconds left. 1 timeout remaining for the Ravens. 3rd and 5. Come on. Need a stop. And we get a timeout. Browns call a timeout to talk things over defensively. I'll say it. The Browns are already in the hole right now. You're down 21-3 at a half. Put a fork in them. Like, that is tough to overcome for any team.
With the backup quarterback.
With a backup QB.
Playing in his first career NFL start. I don't know how high our bar should be here in the second half if they score here.
I mean, this is the game. I'm going to say it. I'll say it. This is the game right here. A 14-point deficit is not easy, but it's manageable. 21-3, 18 points to the backup QB. That just feels 3 scores like you're biting off more than you can chew. 3rd and 5. Spam 3. Spam 3. Shotgun snap. Lamar throwing back of the end zone. Caught Lamar. Oh my gosh. Mark Andrews touchdown. Mark Andrews touchdown. It's an incredible throw. I thought for a moment it might be picked off even. Double coverage. And it's just over the fingertips of Denzel Ward. It's just a perfect throw by Lamar. Wow. That is tough. Damn. So, Tucker comes on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. We'll get the stats ready. I am sure Kevin Stefanski is just going to want DTR to take a knee and get the hell out of this half because it's been a bit of a disaster, right? Offensively, they're really not getting much going. Defensively, it is a sucker punch to the mouth here by the Ravens. Credit to the Ravens. They came in and they've executed. I mean, we still have 2 more quarters to play, but they are executing. That's for sure. 21-3 Baltimore as we get ready for the first half to wrap up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so, by the way. I'm usually a lot more happy during watch parties because the Browns are usually, or hopefully I should say, winning. So if you want to be on future watch parties, subscribe. But if you want content outside of Sunday, we also put out daily videos, so never miss a single thing when it comes to your Cleveland Browns. We go live on Tuesday afternoons for just kind of regular shows to talk what's new in the Cleveland Browns world, and it's a great opportunity to be interactive, to get yourself on screen and things like that. Free content. You don't have to pay for a single thing if you don't want to. Everything's completely free. You don't have to insert a credit card and then, remember to cancel your subscription later. That's just not a thing. So join the best Browns YouTube community when you subscribe. We got 24,423 subscribers. We'll throw the live number on here. And then we got Super Chat coming in. We'll get to in a moment here. But can we get to 4,030? Can we get 7 more subscribers before the end of the first half, which is going to wrap up in 11 seconds. If you want some good news, the Texans are up 16-0 over the Steelers. The Bengals are losing to the Titans, so the Browns would lose ground in the division to the Ravens, but that'd be it. It's not like everyone else should be passing up on Cleveland. Oh, we're 5 subs away as DTR takes a knee to send the Browns to the locker room. 21-3 Ravens. We got Super Chat from Terex1337. Here it is. Terex, offense is as dangerous as a wet noodle, and defense looks like last year in this game. Yeah, that sounds about accurate. The defense looks a lot like last year, and the offense looks like the backup quarterback is playing. That's more often than not the case. You always hope that's not going to be the case, but hopefully the offense can spark some turnaround in the second half, and the defense can start returning to what we saw the first 3 weeks. And if those things happen, you can come back from 18 points. The Commanders did it against the Broncos. I remember that. But it's not very often. So, Terex, thank you so much for the Super Chat. We'll add you to our duck race, which will be at the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter for this Browns turnover chain. All right, Mr. Sam Brown's going to get the stats on screen from the first half. We're going to go use the bathroom, get a bite to eat, and we'll be back for the second half of action in about 10 minutes. We are back for the second half of action. The Browns down 18. Who you got? Browns or Ravens? Be honest. This is not a quiz. This is just a pulse check right now. With Cleveland starting the half with the football, I spent the last 5 or so minutes on Twitter, Sam, and maybe as an unbiased, opinion, you can voice your thoughts here. I don't think this is on Stefanski as much as people are making it out to be.
I mean, what expectations necessarily do you have for DTR in his first start? That determines who you put the blame on.
1st and 10, it's a throw over the middle to Jerome Ford for a gain of 3. Things Stefanski did. Called some trick plays, right? Had Harrison Bryant line up under center. Those kind of fun plays, the gimmicky plays. If you don't like those, sure, that's on Stefanski. Things Stefanski did not do. Ask Elijah Moore to run backwards 20 yards when they got to the 19. Ask Dorian Thompson-Robinson to flip it forward 5 yards, 5-yard penalty, and a loss of down, which is a 10-yard switch. Like, those things are not on Stefanski. As 2nd and 6 here is a play action for DTR. He's going to tuck it and run, and DTR is going to slip out of a tackle, and he gets the first down with his legs. Nice job by the former UCLA Bruin. And I'll also add this. People are mad at Stefanski for calling trick plays and stuff like that with his backup quarterback. Sam, am I crazy for thinking that's kind of the time to do that? Because you sort of need help finding a spark offensively and running the same things you would have run with Deshaun Watson and asking DTR to make those kind of throws.
Yeah.
You're not going to have any success.
Yeah, your usual strategy is not going to work.
1st and 10 now for the Browns, and DTR is sacked. He's hit hard. Patrick Queen got to 17. It'll be 2nd and long right now. Queen just came off the blitz, and he just bull rushed Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford just misses this assignment altogether. He makes an effort. 2nd and 21. Oh, who's injured for the Browns? Oh, gosh. I can't. There's an injured Browns player. I don't know if it's Teller or Petonio. Looking like it might be on Teller or Petonio. Okay, so it's Ethan Posick, which I wanted to say initially, but I didn't know he returned to the game. And he got re-injured. It looks to be like a knee injury. So he got a chest injury. He was questionable. He did return. And when he returns, a few plays later, he goes down with a knee injury. Oh. So Ethan Posick is down. Larry, what do you click on or how do you pay to enter the duck race? There's a super chat. If you're watching on your phone or computer, it'll be a little bit different. But look for a $sign in a box. Click on that, scroll to $5, and then send that super chat in and put any caption you want. And by sending in that $5 super chat, you're entered into the duck race. So I don't know which one you're on, but look for the $sign, click it, $5. Here's the rest of the super chat menu. If you feel so inclined to support the show by going above and beyond, like super chatting, it's greatly appreciated. We are going to do a 50-50 raffle, which, Sam, you weren't here for last week. It's pretty simple stuff, though. There should be my Venmo in there, and we should have a Venmo L3, and you put those two things up. Here's what the duck race looks like. Oh, sorry, I'm making life tough on Sam. Here's what the duck race looks like. I'm pulling them every single direction right now. And it's electric. I lost my train of thought, but it is an incredibly entertaining duck race, and it might be better than the Browns' performance so far. It's definitely so far. If the Browns don't turn around, it's definitely going to be better. That's a fact right there. There should be a Venmo one. Venmo? No. Where is it? Okay, well, we'll put the Venmo L3 at the bottom, and we'll run it that way. Ethan Posick was the guy that was injured. Second and 21. DTR throwing. That is nearly intercepted. Roquan Smith nearly came up with a second for a second time today, he nearly had an interception, and that brings up 3rd and 21. Oh, I think it's photo. It's photo. I'm sorry. My apologies. Yep. I'm sorry. 3rd and 21. Yeah, let's get Cooper the football here. DTR flushed out of the pocket. Oh, God. He's running back at his own 10. He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. Recovered by the Browns. Jed Wills recovers DTR's just fumble out of nowhere. He just kind of dropped the football. Jadeveon Clowney was applying pressure, and DTR kind of goes to throw it, and his left hand knocks it out of his... No, he just sort of drops it. Browns dodged a huge bullet right there. 4th and 38. And Bojorquez punched from his own end zone.
Something about the Browns and losing massive yards.
The return for Baltimore gets across the 50. I mean, like, this is what I'm talking about, though, Sam. You want to put this loss on Stefanski? Stefanski didn't just fumble there. And that fumble cost him 15 yards. That 15 yards has the Ravens starting on the Browns half of the 50. When you're down 21-3, those aren't the types of situations you can stomach. You can't give Baltimore 1st and 10 at the Browns' 45-yard line, down 18. Like, you have to at least fight for decent field position to live another play, not just drop the ball. Like, if you want to blame Stefanski for the jet sweeps or things like that, or, you know, not getting easy passes for DTR, okay, we can argue and bicker about that. But 3 times, horrible execution by his players have resulted in ginormous losses for the Browns. Those, in my opinion, are the bigger causes for this epic failure of an offense today. All right. This is my Venmo, by the way. So the way this works is we're going to do another duck race. So it'll be 2 different duck races all together. The second duck race, which we'll do at the end of the game, will be a 50-50 raffle. So if you Venmo me at Matthew Petey, if we get to 10 duckies, you can only enter once, though, I will add. We are going to do a 50-50 raffle. So say if we get $100 in Venmo, Sam, I know math is not your strong suit at Oklahoma, but that's divided by 2.
Math is actually my strong suit in particular. That would be $50.
$50.
Not hard math, thank you.
So the winner of that duck race goes home with $50. It's like any other 50-50 raffle. But this one's only over Venmo. So no super chatting for this other duck race. This is like a side pot in poker. We got some super chats to catch up on, but Venmo at Matthew Petey to enter that duck race for a 50-50 raffle. $10 Venmo to enter. We're going to do that at the end of the game. Epic Jet, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. We'll say this loss will hurt more as the Ravens are down most of their star players. Hopefully Watson gets healthy. DTR over Kenny Trashcan. Yeah, the Ravens are missing guys. No Odell Beckham Jr., but the Browns are missing Deshaun Watson. And missing your starting quarterback is way more important than any other position. So it's a missed opportunity maybe, but also the Browns were dealt a tough hand when DTR was told this morning he was going to start. But I hear you, dude. I hear you. All right, here we go. Mike Law, what's going on, dude? $20 shot roulette, baby. Let's turn this around for Nick Chubb. Should have made shot roulette $24 for Chubb. Try it next week. Go Browns. We're not out there yet. We're not out yet. Go Dogs. I don't know why reading was so hard for me there. $24, I like the idea, but like some super chats, it doesn't let you pick the exact number. So it just makes it a little bit difficult. 1st and 10, it's a run for the Ravens, and they get about a yard. Okay, we'll do a shot roulette here. Are you ready? We got tequila right there. We got a shot glass, Sam.
Yeah, I did not realize I was going to be drinking tequila this Sunday afternoon, but here we go.
So red or black? It's that simple.
I always start with red.
Okay. You going red?
We're going red.
All right, I'm going black. 2nd and 8 for the Ravens. They're at the Browns' 45-yard line. Black.
No.
That's on you then. 2nd and 8. Jackson dumps it off outside. Caught. Gain of, ball came loose. They're saying Nelson Aguilar was down by contact. Browns recovered it. This could be something to watch. I think the Browns believe this is a fumble recovered by Grant Delpit. Although they all just watched the replay and now they kind of ended their argument. 3rd and 4.
Shot of Patron, and it's spilling on the table too.
3rd and 4.
Ooh. There's a little bit left there.
That's tough for a Sunday.
That's something.
Not going to lie.
Yep. We did it, though.
Yep. All right. Enter that 50-50 raffle, Venmo at Matthew Petey, $10. And if we get to 10 ducks, we will run that raffle. If we don't, I just send you your money back. So you're not out no matter what. Don't worry about that. But at Matthew Petey, we'll run that at the end of the game. So if you want to come away with some money, enter our 50-50 duck race raffle.
Type your threes. It's 3rd down.
Spam 3, 3rd and 4. The Ravens run it with Lamar. He's not going to get it. He is stopped short of the line to gain. And my guess is Baltimore is going to go for it. It's 4th and 1. It'd be a long field goal, about 54-ish yards. We know that Harbaugh and Lamar love just going for it, so that seems like a much more likely outcome. And they're going to go for it. Hey, this could be a bit of a turning point here. Let's get some momentum. Let's get a stop. We need this. 4th and 1. Ravens just trying to get the Browns to jump, maybe. Play clock winding down. No, they take the snap. Play action. Lamar's going to run for it. He's going to get it. Lamar has it with his legs. Zadarius Smith was on him, but Lamar is too fast. And Grant Delpit tackles Lamar, but not before number 8 gets a first down. And now we got Mark Andrews getting into some extracurriculars with the Browns sideline. First and 10, Baltimore, nevertheless. Supers we'll get to in just a moment after this next play. First and 10, Baltimore, trying to make their way towards the red zone. First and 10. They're at the Browns' 35-yard line. Shotgun snap for Lamar. Jackson sacked. Yes. Okoronkwo and Zadarius Smith. No, Maurice Hurst. Check that. 90. And Okoronkwo combining for the sack. That is Obo Okoronkwo's second sack of the season or second and a half, depending on how they rule this. Oh, that's Okoronkwo all by himself. That's going to be a full sack for 54. He's up to 2.5 on the year now. 2nd and 17, the Ravens back towards that dicey field goal range. They're at the Browns' 42-yard line. For most teams, that would be out of field goal range, but we know Baltimore's a different story. Lamar, the shotgun snap. It's a screen. They dump it off. Yes! Blown up. JOK. Yes!
The 3s and 4s weren't working. We're spamming our S's now for stop.
Let's go.
This would be huge. You get the ball back. You've got a chance to score. Get it within 2 possessions late in the game.
Come on.
Massive momentum swing here at
Need
play.
to stop here. 3rd and 21. Jackson in shotgun at the Browns' 47-yard line. Lamar takes the snap. He is throwing it, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. Garrett applied the pressure, and for a moment, I thought it might have been intercepted. Myles Garrett's hurt. Myles Garrett is hurt on the play. Myles Garrett is hurt. Oh my gosh. Please be okay. Please be okay. Myles Garrett is on the ground. Let's watch the replay. He nearly sacked. Oh, his ankle. So Myles Garrett kind of like bear hugged Lamar, and as he threw him to the ground, he was going to the ground, and his left leg kind of got pinned behind his butt. And then Lamar just landed on him as he was sacking him or trying to sack him. And it just kind of twisted his left leg in awkward direction. Garrett's up. Garrett is up. And he's on the Browns sideline. He's walking under his own power, but he's kind of walking a little bit gingerly, if you will. Can't lose Garrett. Cannot lose Garrett. That goes without saying. Type 95, show the guys some love.
Spam it. Send the good energy out to Cleveland.
As the Ravens punted away after a 4th and 21. Fair caught by DPJ at the 7. All right, we're going to get some shout-outs here. Ty Man the Buckeye, Cool Guy, Cold Zone, Michael Clark. We've got Matt H., Jason Lee. We've got someone who's been here since 6,000 subscribers. That would be Captain. I can't say the rest of it, but appreciate you nevertheless, dude. Ron, how about the Ravens defense? Yeah. I mean, that's also half of the equation. Ravens defense is just playing well. That's a factor. DTR time. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, I'll be honest. We do have a $5 super chat, though, from Jacob Kistner. I like my second half Ducky. This Ducky going to win it all. He'll make that last push 2 minute to win, just like the Browns are going to. Confidence 1.5. Jacob, I am going to say we limit one Ducky per person. Otherwise, it gets chaotic with people having 3 or 4 Duckies. So, Jacob, I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear earlier. That's on me. I apologize. But 1 duck per person. That way, someone doesn't have like 10 ducks in there, and it's just not very fun. So, that's on me, Jacob. I apologize, but 1 duck per person. But I do appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Let's go, Brownies. Larry C., first-time super chatter. We got a $5 super chat coming from Larry C. That enters Larry into the duck race. But it is a first-time super chat. So, Sam, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Larry, thank you so much. And then Larry followed that up with a $20 super chat. That's $20 is for all the United States Marines protecting us across the globe. Semper Fi to my brothers and sisters. Gunny, Sergeant, U.S. Marine Corps. Larry, thank you. It sounds like you served, and if you did, thank you so much for your service. And to everyone watching right now that is serving or has served, thank you guys for making the ultimate sacrifice and protecting our great country. Larry, shout out to you, baby.
Get some Larrys in the chat.
Larry's in the chat. Coincidentally, I watched a really good movie on the flight back from my wedding. Not my wedding, but the wedding I went to. A Few Good Men. Have you seen the movie? It's got Tom Cruise
Jack
from the 90s.
Nicholson,
Jack Nicholson, yeah.
Yes, great movie.
About the Marines.
You can't handle the truth.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
That's a great movie.
I had never seen it, actually. You know, everyone's got those movies that they, like, brag about. Like, I've actually never seen it. I wasn't bragging about it. I just never watched it.
I've got a few on there. I've never seen the Harry Potters.
I've also never seen the Harry Potters.
Yes, we've talked about this before. Yep,
So,
yep. Good man.
And I'm not going to start now, but I know a few good men. But Great movie. Larry, you're awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Let's go, Brownies. 1st and 10, DTR throwing from his own end zone. That is caught. Amari Cooper finally with his first reception of the day comes in the second half, midway through the third quarter, and it gets the Browns a 1st and 10. Let's go, Coop. 1st and 10. That's a false start on everyone but the center, maybe. Both tackles jumped. Jed Wills and DeJuan Jones. Called on Jed Wills. So it'll be 1st and 15. The Browns working out of their own 15 or so yard line. Red zone look around. The Bills are beating the Dolphins, the unbeaten Dolphins, 34-20. The only unbeaten team in the AFC. 1st and 15 now. Shotgun snap. DTR looking, throwing. That is tipped and it's incomplete. Looking for Amari Cooper, and he was layered. And this is what we're talking about. This is a kind of throw that Deshaun Watson makes. You know what I mean? That layering of defender, receiver, sideline. He throws this one too shallow so the DB can get a hand to it. Watson makes those types of throws. They're very difficult to make. Asking DTR to do the same is probably not going to be a good outcome. 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap to Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He throws. That is caught on 2nd and 15, a gain of about 12. And Amari Cooper had his helmet ripped off. A lot of contact. That's Elijah Moore. Check that, Elijah Moore. And it's a bit feisty out there between these two teams that do not like each other. Ravens were trying to rip the ball loose. Instead, they ripped the helmet off of Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore has to step out of the game because his helmet came off. He also had a Ravens player, Roquan Smith, just land on his face. 3rd and 2, it's a run for Jerome Ford. He gets the first down, I think. It'll be right there at the marker. But I'll be honest, 4th or inches, this is 4-down territory, down 18. Jerome Ford is going to kind of skip to the sideline a little bit banged up after the last play. Almost at 24,500 subscribers here on the channel. If you haven't subbed yet, please go ahead and do so. 4th and 1, the Browns go for it. I don't think they get it. Oh, do they? Okay, the camera's flipped on me here. Okay. Well, the camera angle, I thought it was from the side of, like, they didn't get to the first down marker. And so they got a yard past it. 1st and 10. DTR is in shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff. End around here for Kareem Hunt. And Hunt's only going to get 2 yards. The Browns are in a tough spot. They cannot ask Dorian Thompson-Robinson to throw this football every single play moving forward. But they're trying to commit to a run game that's just not producing a lot of big yardage. Myles Garrett is working out his left leg on the sideline. 2nd and 8. Dorian Thompson-Robinson trying to avoid a sack. He throws up a Hail Mary, and that is incomplete. Might have been sacked on the play. He's lucky to get the ball away for an incomplete pass. I thought his knee was down. There it is. He's down. So it is a sack. I thought his knee was down. Meanwhile, the Eagles, who trailed the Commanders, have come back. They're leading 21-17 right now. The Ravens, the Titans are ship pumping the Bengals 27-3. Third down. DTR throwing over the middle. That is nearly intercepted. Trying to make a play, looking for Njoku. It was tipped. And now it's 4th and 21. The Browns do have to punt. Yeah, we'll hit the super chat, and then we'll tell everyone about AG1. But Adam Gable with a $5 super chat. $200 million QB sits out a major division game because his shoulder hurts. Bro makes too much for that arm. Too much. That arm better be falling off before he sits next. Listen, I don't know the extent of his shoulder injury is, but no, I don't think Deshaun is just being soft, as the punt and return for the Ravens is going to get out to the 35. Like, he went out, worked out on the field this morning, ultimately couldn't go. I don't tell you, your throwing shoulder is not one you want to play with, and it's also a type of injury where if you get hit, it can make it a lot worse.
Think about the injuries that actually impact how quarterbacks throw the football. Look at Joe Burrow and his calf. Everyone with a pair of eyeballs can tell that he's not the same quarterback out there.
Yeah.
You think Deshaun Watson would have gone out there and, maybe it's a slightly closer game, but how much better is the product really overall?
It's week 4. If it's week 18, different story. You don't jeopardize the whole season for the Ravens game. I just don't agree with that train of thinking, Adam. I do appreciate the super chat, though. All right, so today's Cleveland Browns report is sponsored by AG1. I have AG1 literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at drinkag1.com/chatsports. I recently gave AG1 a try because I don't like taking pills or vitamins, and I wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning, and I feel like I'm ready to take on my day. It also really helps me with starting my day on the right foot and getting into a healthier lifestyle. I start the day with making one great choice, AG1, and more healthy decisions then follow. Covering my nutritional basis for the day also couldn't be easier, which is why I trust AG1. I just mix one small scoop of AG1 with water, drink it first thing each morning, done. I also love that it costs less than $3 a day. So if a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then AG1 is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and a 5 free travel pack with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/chatsports. That is drinkag1.com/chatsports. All that information, including the link, is in the comments and the description of today's video. Okay, 21-3, the Ravens are going to have the football back. Let's see if we see Myles Garrett again. I kind of wonder if the Browns just shut him down in an 18-point deficit if he's not really 100%. Damn, that completion as they show replays. Lamar to Andrews on that key third down. They got the Ravens a touchdown at the end of the drive. That was the play of the game right there. So the Ravens are going to set up shop at their very own 36-yard line. Under center. Snap. Handoff. It's a run that goes nowhere. No gain on the play. We got Dalton with a $2 super chat. DTR needs cut. Should have had Walker play. PJ Walker was atrocious for the Bears in the preseason.
He lost the job to a UDFA quarterback from a Division II FBS program.
Yeah. You saw nothing from PJ Walker this preseason that thought he would be any better than DTR. So I won't go down that train of thought with you, Dalton. Thank you very much, though. 2nd and 10 for Baltimore. They run it with Melvin Gordon, and he goes nowhere. I do not see Myles Garrett on the field. Oh, and just like that, Myles Garrett comes on the field. Myles Garrett ran on the field, started like a locker room fight with the Ravens, and then the referee came over and was like, stop that. Like, you can't join a fight if you weren't even on the field for that fight, for that play. And you're not wrong. 3rd and 11. If they want any chance, a stop has to happen here and get the ball back soon. 3rd and 11 for Lamar and the Ravens. They throw it out wide. This is caught. Gain of about 8 on 3rd and 11. And the Ravens are going to have 4th and short just shy of midfield. And the Ravens are going to punt, and honestly, they should punt. Yeah, Myles Garrett is just trying to run this kind of injury off. But the Browns force a 3-and-out. Myles Garrett played 1 snap on that series. And good on Baltimore. Punt this ball away. Force DTR to drive the field. Oh, we got a Venmo coming in. And the punt by the Ravens is a good one. It's going to go out inside the 10-yard line. Cypher Law with a Venmo for $10. So, Cypher, you have been added to our duck race for the 50-50 raffle. We'll do that at the end of the game. We need 9 more duckies, though. If we don't get to 10 duckies, it's just not worth the squeeze. So, if we don't get there, Cypher, I'll just send you your Venmo right back. It is CYPHER indeed. $10 Venmo has to be a Venmo, though, to enter the 50-50 raffle. We also have a $5, I know it's a little confusing, duck race for this chain, though, via Super Chat. 1st and 10 for the Browns at their own 4-yard line. It's Jerome Ford run to the left, and Ford is going to pick up about 8 yards, but a flag came in, and this might be offensive holding. Cypher, thank you again for the Venmo, though. Real Cold Water, what's the Venmo? Matthew Peterson. Holding Cleveland, Jed Wills, his 2nd penalty in the last 5 snaps offensively. And it's half the distance to the goal. We play 1st down. So 1st and 13, 1st and 12. First and 12, the Browns at their own 2-yard line. Thompson Robinson throws to David Njoku, who picks up about 7 yards on 1st and 12, maybe 8. So that sets up 2nd and 4-ish, and the Browns get out of their own end zone at the very least. Dalton with a super chat. At least we aren't the Bengals. Burrow is horrible. Yes, Joe Burrow has been objectively awful, and the injury is a part of that. 2nd and 3, it's a run for Jerome Ford to the left, and he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Millette with the tackle, and that brings up 3rd and 5 now. But Dalton, I mean, the Bengals are going to be 1 and 3. They got to win over the Rams, and that's it. 1 and 3 is a tough hole to climb out of. 3rd and 5. Thompson Robinson checks it down. That's caught. Jerome Ford, 1st down. Type your ones. 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, but it is a 1st down for the Cleveland Browns, something they have not had in a long time, it feels like. But we have an injured Raven on the play. It's the corner Millette. We got Max Nikolenko with a $5 super chat. At least the Bengals and Steelers going to lose. That makes this day better. Yeah, you're right. Having the Bengals and the Steelers lose, it feels like it takes a little bit out of this loss. And that's something I'm definitely going to talk about in this post-game show if we don't get a change of a result. We got Waffles Layer 3000 with a $10 super chat. Hire me as an offensive coordinator. I've played Madden online for 10 years. If I was in the hiring position, Waffles Layer would be at the top of my interview list. That's a name the city of Cleveland can rally around. 1st and 10. DTR is going to tuck it and run. Flag comes down. He picks up the 1st with his legs, but I don't think this is going to be for anything. DTR was also a hit out of bounds. I think we're going to have a hold on Wyatt Teller. Holding. Offense, number 77. Half the distance to the goal. You gotta be. Oh! A $100 super chat! Mike Dibble! Let's go! Yes! Wow, Dibble! Everyone start spamming Mike in the chat right now.
Mike.
Mike Dibble. Hey, I know this isn't the game we were hoping for, but even if we become 2-2, just remember Watson didn't play, and we can hope for a lot better in the future, and they can definitely make the playoffs. Can't wait for the duck race. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Woof, woof.
Mike Dibble, the MVP of today's show, it looks like. Shout out to you, man. Listen, if I told you going into the bye the Browns would be 2-2 after playing the Bengals, the Steelers, the Titans, and the Ravens, would you be upset about that? I wouldn't. Sure, I wanted more, but 2-2 going into the bye is very manageable. But Mike Dibble with a $100 super chat. I can't wait for the duck race either. It's going to be way more exciting than anything the Browns did on offense today. I can't wait for it. Super chat MVPs through the first 3 weeks of the year, and I think Mike Dibble is about to win week 4. It would take a better comeback effort than the Browns could put together right now to win the week 4 super chat MVP. Dibble, bowing down to you, dude. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for that $100 super chat. Let's go, Brownies. Dibble, when I don't have my voice tomorrow for the video, you know why. It's because of that right there. Mike Dibble for offensive coordinator. That we can all rally around. Let's go, Dibs. Shout out to Mike. Cool guy. Getting in the chat. We got Robert. We got Bob. We got Daniel. We've got Matt. 24,464 subscribers with over 1,200 people watching right now. I have to believe someone out there is not subscribed to the channel. Can we get to 70? 70 is a great number. Love to see a 70 piece on the board. 5 subscribers away.
I'm also told right now by the bosses that we have to go to sub-only chat here for the rest of the game. And if we get to 25,000, then we'll be able to turn it off here. So I want to give some shout-outs here to the people who are subscribed to the channel.
Yep.
And so we just now have sub-only chat turned on, and we want to give some love to the people who are subscribed. Type me for a shout-out. Petey's going to be giving out tons of shout-outs. Maybe I'll give some too, but I think, people care more when it's from Petey.
We got TLH Arts and Projects, Victor, Cool Guy, Tie Man, Bullet, Chris, Dibble, Colton, Joe, Kimberly, Aaron. 1st and 18, DTR stepping up in the pocket. He's sacked. He's sacked for a loss of 6 on the play, and the Browns are back to their own 2-yard line. Ironically enough, where this drive started. Daniels, me, invalid argument. Sydney Payne, Robert, Colton, let's go Brownies. Ben Roth, excuse me, I got a cough. Sorry, everyone. Second and 24. DTR in his own end zone, trying to avoid a safety. He's going to tuck it and run. And DTR with his legs will get about 14 yards. And that will make it 3rd and 10. Thirteen-yard scramble for Dorian Thompson-Robinson. We got a Venmo coming in from Jabril Guyan. One moment, 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to DTR. He throws downfield. That's incomplete. Roquan Smith made a hard hit on DTR. Mr. Guyan said, best Browns coverage. Do a dog bowl. F the Crows. But it's not a $10 Venmo, actually. So, Jabril, if you send another $5 Venmo in, you can be entered into our 50-50 raffle. So, another $5 gets you in there. $10 to Matthew Petey on Venmo, and you get, not quite, Jibriel. Ravens had too many men on the field for that last punt by the Browns. Maybe the Browns decided to go for it now. It was about 4th and 11, 4th and 6 now. You're down 18. No time like the present. So, Jabril, if you send in another 5-piecer, we can enter you into our duck race for the 50-50 raffle. $10 Venmo at Matthew Petey, and you get entered into that duck race. I'm telling you, $10 is worth the price of admission alone. The duck race is the best thing on the internet right now. 4th and 6. We had another super chat come in, by the way, that was right before Dibble's 100 piece. The Browns are going to go for it now. 4th and 6 from their own 20, and a false start. Oh, my God. Everyone but the center. Nick Harris fucked it up. Everyone but the center. The entire offensive line starts moving, and now the Browns just go back to punting. My goodness. Arthur Millette, the Ravens DB, is going to the locker room. He got injured earlier. So the Browns once again decide to punt. Now that's 4th and 11 again. And the lefty boot is off. It bounces. I'll tell you what. Maybe people could tell me if I'm wrong or not. Browns need a new punter. Like, the Scottish Hammer to Corey Bojorquez, back-to-back bad punters. Like, you get a couple good punts here and there, but when was the last time you saw a return man backpedal for a Corey Bojorquez punt? I feel like you never get the big wow one. All right, let's go. We got a $5 from Jabril, and that gets him up to 10. So we have 2 ducks currently in our 50-50 raffle. If we can get 8 more ducks by the time this game ends, $10 Venmo at Matthew Petey, we will run a duck race. Robert with a $10 super chat. Robert, this one breaks my heart. Put me in for Venmo, please. Super chat, Venmo, different things, unfortunately, Robert. So you got to Venmo $10, not super chat $10. The reason why is I can send Venmos back. I can't send super things back. YouTube takes it immediately. So I can return Venmos to people, but I can't return super chats to people. So I'm sorry, Robert. We need a $10 Venmo. I don't want to be a dickhead, but it's impossible to send Venmos out if I don't have $10 Venmos coming in. You know what I'm saying? For our 50-50 raffle. So at Matthew Petey. Now, before we get on to the rest of this game here, BetUS, our sportsbook partner, we have not been in the BetUS red zone more than one play today. But when you go to chatsports.com/bet and you use promo code Browns125, they're going to give you a 125% deposit bonus. Now, they're not stopping there, or we're not stopping there, I should say, here at Chat Sports, because my bosses gave me the green light to run this very awesome deal, which is if you use the link, chatsports.com/bet, and the promo code Browns125, email jersey@chatsports.com, and when you do that, you're going to get an option to pick a Deshaun Watson or a Myles Garrett jersey. Tell me what size, what color, and we're going to mail it out to you. That's it. It's that simple. Just by signing up, using that link, using the deposit bonus, you are going to get a $100 deposit, 125% deposit bonus, and a Deshaun Watson or Myles Garrett jersey mailed to you thanks to us here at Chat Sports. So, got to follow those 3 steps. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Browns125, Email jersey@chatsports.com. 1st and 10, it's a run to the left for Okoronkwo. Okoronkwo makes the stop on Gus Edwards for a loss of 2. Kenny Pickett ruled out of the game. Knee injury. That sucks. Kenny Pickett out for Pittsburgh, knee injury. 2nd and 12 for the Ravens right now. Lamar hands it off. Edwards, nowhere to go. Gain of maybe 2. 3rd and 8 coming up here. Like, the thing about this loss is without Watson out there, you can stomach it so much easier knowing it would have been different if Deshaun Watson played. And it would have been different. Like, this game would have been different. But we'll never know. And there'll be another meeting in Baltimore. Meanwhile, it is a shotgun snap here for Lamar on 3rd and 10, who sprints to the right, and he throws it out of bounds, incomplete pass. So the Browns defense forces like the 6th 3 and out of the game, I feel like. Like, I know the 21 was a bad number on the board at the half. But remember, the Ravens at one point started the Browns like 10-yard line. That was a quick touchdown for Baltimore. Then the Ravens had good touchdown drives, consecutive, or 2 touchdown drives later on in the first half. But outside of that, Jim Schwartz's defense has not really bent all that much. Not the best showing of the year, but I don't know, like a, hot garbage showing. Flag on the play for this punt. I think it's going to be on the Ravens. DPJ starts his return from his own 6, and he gets out to the 15. Okay. Yeah. Make sure to like the video if you have not already. We have 591 likes. Help me get to 600 likes. It really helps out the channel a ton. So if you want to support the show, like the video. Trying to get to 750 likes, which we are about 150-ish away, give or take. I guess my math wasn't that spot on to begin with. So make sure to like the video and help us get to our next big milestone in terms of likes, which would be 750. So with that being said, 150 to go. We're also running a 50-50 raffle at the end of the game, but we need to get up to 10 duckies. 10 duckies for that duck race. Venmo at Matthew Petey, $10 if you want to be in the 50-50 raffle. We send 50% of the pot to the winning duck. So got to get up to 10 ducks in order to launch that duck race off. Otherwise, we'll just Venmo everyone back their money that's already chipped in. So that's what we got going on here. We also have the other duck race, the 2-minute warning, which really can't get here soon enough.
I was going to say, now, so my mistake, because at first I said 23 entries, but we're at 22 with, I took out all the
doubles?
The duplicates,
okay.
Yeah, the doubles. So
that's my bad.
22 entries. I want to try and hopefully get to like 25. That would make it just a little more fun.
$5 Venmo, I'm really merging things here. $5 Super Chat, and you get entered into another duck race to win this turnover chain. We'll sign it and we'll mail it to you. So $5 Super Chat to get entered into our Browns turnover chain duck race, which we're going to run at the 2-minute warning. Okay, Chubb is out. Posick is out. This game was so shitty. Yeah, that's hard-hitting analysis by Cool Guy Cold Zone. That's pretty spot on, honestly. Like, you're just down so many key players. It's tough to beat a good Ravens team when you're down your starting running back, quarterback. Just alone, those 2 players right there. That's not an easy thing to overcome.
It certainly forces you to almost overcompensate in a way in some of your game planning and like some of the options that you give yourself.
Yeah.
It's clear this run game just has not been the same over the last 2 games. And, when you're playing with the backup quarterback, then there's only more pressure added onto him to be able to make plays. And unfortunately, DTR just hasn't today.
Yep, that is very, very true. Okay, we're up to 612 likes. Trying to get up to 750. So please like the video if you want to support the channel and continue to see it grow. Liking the video is a good step to do that. That costs you absolutely nothing, and it does a lot for us here at the Browns Report. The Ravens are going to be the worst 3-1 team in football. They just lost at home against the Colts. 1st and 10. DTR hands it off to Jerome Ford. He runs to the right, and Jerome Ford picks up 10 yards on the ground. We're going to have a post-game show after this, and listen, DTR was a little bit of a fish out of water at times.
I mean, that was the best run they've pulled off all day, was it not?
He took some hard hits, but it was not good. It's a screen, my goodness gracious. A screen to Jerome Ford, who got absolutely stapled to the turf the moment he caught it by Roquan Smith. That trade between the Bears and the Ravens last year for Roquan Smith, I don't think is talked about enough in terms of the asset Baltimore picked up. They got, for a second rounder, one of the best off-ball linebackers in football, a leader, and one of the better players on defense. Now DeJuan Jones is going to the sideline. DeJuan Jones slowly walks to the sideline. So it's going to be James Hudson filling in at right tackle. Hudson steps in at right tackle. DeJuan Jones just left the game. 2nd and 14, DTR checking it down. This is caught. Jerome Ford cannot slip a tackle. Flag comes out, though. I think it's going to be a face mask or maybe a horse collar, something of that nature. $5 super chat just came in from TLH Arts and Projects. Face mask. Defense number 6, Patrick Queen. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down. TLH Arts and Projects Ravens are going to be looking nice if the AFC games turn out how they are going. They beat the Bengals. But yeah, the Browns are unfortunately 1-2 in the division right now. Lost to Pittsburgh and a loss to Baltimore. I think if the Browns come out of the division 3-3, like if they sweep Cincinnati and split one other team and get swept by someone, 3-3 in this division is not bad. 1st and 10, throw over the middle. That is caught. David Njoku, gain of 9. Cleveland making their way to midfield. TLH Arts and Projects, you have been entered into the duck race to win this turnover chain. Second and 1. Shotgun snap. Dorian Thompson-Robinson throws to his right. That is caught. David Njoku. First down. Njoku's been involved a lot today for someone who literally just burned his face off, kind of. Well, that's an exaggeration, but, you know, went through a bad... DTR got banged up on the last play, throwing here towards DPJ, and that's incomplete.
He just got rocked again.
He has taken a lot of hits today, and I think the lesson he's learning is it's a little bit different getting hit by Roquan Smith versus a Cal linebacker, and he is finding that out right now.
I was hoping you would have said a USC linebacker.
No, well, that would actually hurt.
For starters, he would have missed the tackle.
Yeah. Sam's a very jealous Oklahoma fan. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, DTR. Flag down, throws out of bounds. Not sure what the flag is for, though. DeJuan Jones, I just saw on the sideline, though, as they threw the ball away, was just sort of standing there with his helmet. So it didn't look like the injury was too serious. All right. Illegal shift offense. Texans beating up on the Steelers 23-6. The Bears had a good lead over the Broncos. They're even at 28 now.
Is that a... Yeah, it's Mitch Trubisky time in Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
Whew. What a time to be alive.
Third and 10. Browns at their own 46-yard line. Thompson Robinson drops back. He throws downfield. That's to no one. It's an arm punt. That's intercepted. It's intercepted. The returns across the 30, across the 40. And shoved out of bounds on the Browns' half of the 50. I don't know what DTR was looking at. Unreal. That's brutal. This has been an unbelievable disaster on all fronts for the Browns offense. Quarterback play is awful. Running back play is awful. Offense, every single element has been bad. I think Lamar should be done now. But Lamar's still in there on 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Takes the snap. It's a handoff. Run up the middle. Gain of about 4. I don't know what Thompson Robinson was looking at, but you guys, when I say you guys, you know who you are. It was so fun to say, start DTR over Deshaun Watson. Is this your king? This is what you wanted. And how's that working out? Unreal. This is your king.
I just changed the live poll, and I'm going to make a question out of this now. Do the Browns need a new backup QB?
No, don't do that.
No, you know I will.
2nd and 6.
It gets the people going. Go with it.
Listen, not a lot of rookies have great first starts in the NFL, whether the first overall pick in the draft or a 5th-round pick in the draft. So this is not me smacking the panic button on DTR as an NFL quarterback.
I'm still saying no. The answer is no.
I am smacking the panic button on if he has to make another start this year, don't expect to win.
The answer, the question has to be asked because I see 66% of people so far voting yes.
We got a $10 Venmo coming in from Jacob. Let's go. Jacob with a $10 Venmo. Jacob, you flagged it as a gooder service. Venmo took 29 cents from us. It's okay. I hate Venmo for doing that every once in a while.
Send another 29 cents.
Don't send 29 cents, Jacob.
Do not. No.
Jacob, thanks so much, dude. We're up to 3 duckies right now. If we can get 7 more $10 Venmos to at Matthew Petey, we're going to have a second duck race at the end of this game. I promise you it's going to be way more exciting than the rest of this football game right now. That's a fact. So Venmo at Matthew Petey, $10 to enter our 50-50 raffle. Jacob's in there. If Jacob wins, though, I am going to short him 29. I'm just kidding, Jacob. Just messing with you. Okay. Jacob, thanks so much for the Venmo, though. Really appreciate you. Best of luck in the ducky race. Ravens out to the Browns 23-yard line after a big run earlier. Another handoff, and you got to envision that Jim Schwartz is going to tear this defense a new one with the missed tackles. The missed tackles have been awful for the Browns today. Meanwhile, Red Zone is 0 in on this Broncos-Bears game, which is actually much more closer. 28 ball game. Ravens have the ball. Broncos have the ball in field goal range. 3rd and 5 for the Ravens, though, at the Browns' 18-yard line in the BetUS red zone. Lamar steps up. He dumps it off to Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Mark Andrews. That's his second score of the day. Lamar has 2 on the ground and 2 on the air. To Mark Andrews now. Damn. Amy, I sent a $10 Venmo. Did you get it? Amy, I show no Venmo from you. Oh, no, it came in. Amy, I'm sorry. It came in right when Jacobs came in. Amy, I have your $10 Venmo. Amy with a $10 Venmo. My apologies, Amy. And the extra point is up, and it is good. It's 28-3. The crowd has cleared out in Cleveland with under 6 minutes to go. Meanwhile, the Broncos go-ahead 51-yarder is good. Denver up 31-28 with 1:46 to go. Bears have one timeout. Let's see what Justin Fields can do. Amy, thank you for your $10 Venmo. Jacob sent me 30 more cents. Jacob, that's hysterical, dude. That was not necessary at all. I was just busting your balls. But thank you, I guess. We're up to
4, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. We're 6 people away from getting to a 10-man minimum 50-50 raffle. It would be the winner going home with $50. And Jacob's extra 30 cents, too. Christopher with a $10 Venmo. Let's go. Okay. Christopher with a $10 Venmo. Dibble, do you want to enter it? Because I know you, unfortunately, came so close last time. If you want to spread it across another Venmo pool. Tucker kicks it away to restart the game, and it's out the back of the end zone. Christopher, thank you for the Venmo. Best of luck to you in our 50-50 raffle. Up to 5. 5 more Venmos away from getting this 50-50 raffle off the ground. Okay. Listen, real talk for a moment. This is the kind of game where I don't say you burn the tape because there's plenty to learn from, but the defense got punched in the mouth and the offense played their backup quarterback. Just not a good recipe for success. 1st and 10. DTR in the shotgun takes the snap. Handoff. Is that Pierre Strong? I think Pierre Strong Jr. is in the game now. Bears trying to drive down the field. I'm much more interested in this Bears game now all of a sudden. Chicago's at their own 36-yard line. Justin Fields looking. Fields throwing. That's incomplete. Meanwhile, DTR hands it off, and that goes for a loss of 2 to Pierre Strong Jr. Oh, got another Venmo. From Jarrett Roush. Let's go. Amy sent, is it different Amy? Amy sent another $5 Venmo. Amy, you can only do 1 duck. So I'm going to send Amy your 5 extra back unless that's just like a tip. But if you meant it for the duck race, 1 duck. Nathan with a $5. Nathan, it's got to be 10. So send another $5 in. 3rd and 9. Pardon? Jerett. Amy, you're up to $15, but it's just $10 for 1 duck. I suppose you could do 2 ducks. Yeah, all right. If you want to do 2 ducks for this one, we're not at 10 yet anyway, so sure, why not? Amy, you got to do another 5, though. You get 20 or 10. 15 and 5 don't work. Nathan, you got to get up to 10 as well. You're at 5 right now. 4th and 9, and the Browns punt it away. Meanwhile, the Bears on 3rd and 10 get to DJ Moore. He's out to the 50. And Bojorquez had a good punt there. Good return by Devin Duvernay across the 35. So Nathan and Amy need 5 more to get up to the minimum 10, or for Amy's case, 20, to get a second ducky.
I do see Larry in the chat, too. He asked if you need a Venmo account. You need a Venmo account to enter for one of the 2 duck races. The one that you entered with your Super Chats earlier, you don't need a Venmo account. So you're already in the mix for that duck race.
For the duck race to win this bad boy right here. Nathan just sent the other $5 in, so Nathan's good to go. Tyler Huntley, hey, Pro Bowl quarterback, by the way, Tyler Huntley is in the game now for Baltimore.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We only need 3 more entries.
Yes, that sounds right. 3 more entries away from a minimum 10 ducks to run our 50-50 raffle. Meanwhile, this Bears game got good. Justin Fields with an intentional grounding. And it's a loss of down and a spot foul. So it's a sack and a 10-second runoff, or you use a timeout. Jacob Kistner with a $10 Venmo. That's his second ducky. Jacob 2 now. We'll say Jacob 2. Tyler Huntley's going to run it on 2nd and 16. He picks up 3 yards. Meanwhile, the Bears have 2nd and 21. They're down 3, and they're at their own 39-yard line. Are we 2 duckies away? Amy, we're short 5 from you. If I don't get it, I'm just going to send you your 5 back. Fields on 2nd and 21, dumps it off to Cole Kmet. He gets about 8 yards. Third and 14 for the Ravens. At the 2-minute warning, we're going to do a duck race to win this turnover chain. $5 super chat to enter that. So last call for that one. $5 super chat for the turnover chain duck race at the 2-minute warning, which is 60 seconds away. Third and 13 for the Bears. Fields in shotgun at his own 46. He takes the snap. Justin Fields throwing over the middle. That's intercepted. That's intercepted by Kareem Jackson. And Denver is going to get their first win of the season. Broncos are 1-3. The Bears are going to fall to 0-4.
I mean, it took them beating arguably now the worst team in football to do it.
Yep. I got Mike C. reports out of Cleveland that Watson needs surgery. Well, I don't know if that's reports out of Cleveland, and that's Mike C. trying to get the chat stirred up right now. So I'm not going to put a whole lot into that one. Garrett Roush, let's go. $5 super chat for the other duck race. Damn, what a day. Dude, the duck race is going to be way more exciting than this game. That I can guarantee you. We are 2 more Venmos away. We need 2 people to Venmo $10 to enter this 50-50 raffle. At Matthew Petey is way more exciting than what we're watching on TV at the moment, which is a 28-3 beatdown. The Ravens punted away. And DPJ fair catches at the 29-yard line. Yeah. Oh, we got across 24,500 subscribers. We're at 24,509. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, you know the drill. Hit the sub button. Just do it so we can see that 9 turn to. Actually, we get 2 number changes. The 0 and the 9 go to a 1 and a 0. You get a double number change. That's awesome. 1 person subscribe for that alone, please. Come on. Meanwhile, 1st and 10 for the Browns. There it is. Yeah, I got the double number change. Can we get an 11? Double ones? Double ones? Oh, we got the 11. How about a 2? I think I'm pushing it.
You know what I want to get to? Okay, here's best case scenario.
Yeah.
Can we get the palindrome? 24,542.
Oh,
Can we get 32, just 32 subscribers?
That was
mean.
mean.
Get the palindrome. That would be electric.
Yep. Okay. Hey, it's time for the $5. So last call here, like 30 seconds. $5 super chat. You're going to get entered into the duck race to win this Browns turnover chain. I'm going to sign it. We're going to mail it to you. $5 super chat. Last call. Sam? I think the last one was Garrett Roush, right? 30 seconds, last call. And then $10 Venmo for the other duck race, the 50-50 raffle. I know it's a lot going on, but can we all just be honest? The duck race is going to be way more exciting than this 28-3 game. Everyone's going to come away from the duck race going, that was more fun. Mike, we'll give Mike 2, consider the $100 in. For being the MVP, he gets a second duck. I'm going to bend my own rules here. Moving forward, everyone gets 1 duck. But Mike Dibble, when you drop $100, you get a second duck. That I will add to the bylaws. Oh, Keith with a $10 Venmo. Duck race. Keith Dawkins, we're 1 Venmo away. All right, are we ready? Let's show them the ducks. Show them the duckies. Mr. Brown, are you ready?
Yeah, would you like to count us in?
Ducks. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. It looks like Mike Dibble's got an early lead at the bottom of the screen. Max Nikolenko towards the top making some moves. TLH Arts and Projects has the slim lead, but he cannot hold on to it for too long as Mike Law is giving him fits. Mike Dibble's at the bottom making moves. Here comes Michael Warnecki. Mr. Dibble's running out of gas. You have Joe Miller in the middle, Ray Bidding in the middle, TRX, Epic Jet, Jared Roush, all staying in the thick of things here. Larry C is making some moves. Halfway through. 3 more furlongs to go. Cool is making some moves. Michael Miser at the bottom of your screen now. Mike Dibble is falling off. Brown Tiger, keep an eye on him at the back of the screen. Now look at Tim Green. Tim Green's picking up some water. Tim Green's in some fast water. Tim Green. It's Epic Jet and Tim Green and Michael Warnecki. It's a 3-duck race. It's a 3-duck race. Epic Jet falls off. Warnecki falls off. Tim Green can't hold on. Don't look now. Adam Gable out of nowhere. Oh! Adam Gable! Wow! Adam Gable just came out of nowhere. Adam Gable. Is your duck race winner for the turnover chain.
Woo! That
Wow.
gives you goosebumps.
Adam, hit me up on Twitter. Sam's going to throw it at the bottom of the screen in 10 seconds. DM me over there so I can get your address, and we're going to mail you the turnover chain. So, Adam, hit me up over there so I can get you your turnover chain. Sign it, mail it to you, and you get some mail.
Spam Adam. Spam Adam in the chat.
Spam Adam. Be good sports about it. Be good sports about it. Ray's being a good sport.
We also had to show Keith some love on his $10 Venmo. That means we are 1 entry away from
We
the
need
duck race
one
on
person
Venmo.
to send a $10 Venmo in. Or Amy. Amy's only in there once, right? Okay, yeah. If Amy sends another 5 in, otherwise I'm going to send Amy her second 5 back. Browns are going to lose 28-3, though. So as soon as that goes final, we're going to run. If we don't get another $10 Venmo, then we're at 9 duckies. And you just can't do a duck race with 9 duckies. Oh, Pierre Strong Jr., big run. Out. Oh, he fumbled. Oh, he's down. He's down. Pierre Strong Jr. in garbage time with about a 40-yard run. I hate that. Here's why. The Browns' rushing yards just got doubled. And now people are going to go, hey, he rushed for 95 yards. No, they didn't.
Can I offer some sort of proposition or a question for you?
Yeah.
What if I sent $10?
They would think collusion if you won.
I know they would think collusion, but it's the Ducks.
I know. Listen, there's no collusion. It's a duck race website. But if you win, it looks so bad.
Stop the count?
Stop the count kind of stuff. I can't let the producer play. That's like players gambling on the league. You're on this league. You're on the broadcast. Oh, Mike with a $10 Venmo. Yes! Mike. That's Mike Dibble. And we're at 10 duckies. This one's for the 50-50 raffle. At Matthew Petey for the 50-50 raffle. Right now, 1 of 10 people is going to be going home with $50 as DTR on the last play of the game here. Flushed out of the pocket. DTR, no time left, throwing to the end zone. That's intercepted. Just go down, dude.
Is that not the perfect way to sum up this afternoon?
That's Kyle Hamilton, the second-year safety out of Notre Dame. And that makes it 4 interceptions. 3, he had the tipped one. He had the one a little while ago, and then that one right there, that's 3. Okay. I guess 3. All right. Oh, Amy sent another 5 one in.
Oh, so we have another one?
Yep, Amy has 2.
All right, are we doing a last call here for this?
Last call. Venmo at Matthew Petey.
Here, I'll give them, let's do 2 minutes because it's going to
2-minute
give them
timer.
a little longer.
Yeah. In the meantime, though, I should actually do my job and talk about this game for a moment. And the Browns officially lose 28-3. Listen, you didn't have it offensively with the backup quarterback. The defense, it unfortunately came down to earth. You knew that it was not going to be a sustainable defense at the numbers they were putting up thus far. Give credit to Lamar Jackson, the Ravens. They came in with a good game plan, and they played well. Browns defense did not do a great job of tackling. They were beat up on the ground. Joe Woods was somewhere in the stadium. I don't know where, but we have to find him and get him away from Cleveland because he came back for a little bit. Ultimately, a lot of people are going to be, I don't want to say lazy and blame Stefanski, but I'm going to say lazy and blame Stefanski. Was Kevin Stefanski a perfect head coach today? No. His team lost by 25 points. Did Kevin Stefanski run backwards 20 yards when being in the red zone? No. Did he forward lateral it down the field? Lost it down? 10-yard difference? No. Like, Kevin Stefanski, sure, had some trick plays that maybe were a bit too much for DTR's plate. But what were you supposed to have? DTR run the exact same plays you were going to call for Deshaun Watson? No. You have to adjust to your quarterback. So sure, you might have to get creative. You might have to wrinkle in some new stuff to try and get some momentum. I don't think that makes you a bad play caller as a result. DTR, unfortunately, just didn't play well. Like, the numbers say that. I think people kind of need to accept the fact that they want to blame Stefanski because it's so much fun and it's so easy to blame Stefanski, and they don't want to assign blame to players because coaches are a little bit more easier to replace than players. But ultimately, DTR just did not play well. He didn't. He stunk it up out there. Does that mean he's going to stink forever? No. But it means that he got punched in the mouth by Roquan Smith in the Ravens defense. Get in line, DTR. You're not the first one. A lot of people struggle against Baltimore. The only silver lining is the Steelers lost and the Bengals lost. So the Browns sit at 2-2. The Steelers are 2-2. The Bengals are 1-3. And the Ravens are 3-1. The other silver lining is Browns have a bye next week. So they get a chance to kind of get healthy. Deshaun Watson, fingers crossed, will be ready to go the following week against the 49ers. But it was a spanking. It was Michael Scott with his nephew getting spanked. That's what that was. Okay. We got Logan with a $10 Venmo. Logan, let's run the duck race before the postgame show. We can't make the people wait any longer. Last call. I'm with Cool Guy. It is week 4, guys. Logan, we're going to add you to the duck race. 50-50 raffle. No. Okay. Once that timer hits 0, we're going to run the 50-50 duck race raffle. So Venmo at Matthew Petey, $10 to be entered into that 50-50 raffle. If you don't know what a 50-50 raffle is, by the way, if we have $100 in there, the winner gets $50. The winner gets 50% of the pot. Right now, we're at $110. Yeah, $120, I think. Yeah. So right now, someone's going home with about $55 to $60, give or take. Sam's counting for me. We're at 12. So someone's going home with 60. If you Venmo in $10, you could be going home with 65. We'll give it another minute. But at Matthew Petey, that's my Venmo. So ultimately, I don't know what your guys' opinions are as me as a Browns host and whether I overreact or downplay things too much. But I'm not all that troubled by this loss. You lost at home to the Baltimore Ravens. That's not new. That's a sad thing to say, but that ain't new. You didn't have Deshaun Watson, and your defense, unfortunately, was unable to continue to play at such a high level. right? If you've got a starting pitcher who's got an ERA at the All-Star break of 1.2, there's going to be a game where they get chased out in the third inning. That's what happened here. Does that mean that pitcher sucks now? No. It's just difficult to play at the NFL level at a very high level, game after game. So, 10 seconds left for the last call to be entered into this raffle. A 50-50 raffle. Red zone not working? Okay. I got no more. I know red zone working. I don't know. Okay, well. One moment. I'm just putting another game on the TV while we do this. It's not going to be the Liberty at Sun. Did you know the WNBA is in the playoffs?
Yes, I actually did know that.
I learned that
I know
at the bar.
Yes, that's how I found out as well.
I was just like...
At trivia on Tuesday night.
I just saw, like, series lead. I was like, series?
Yeah, we're playing series now, huh?
Okay. All right. Are we ready? Absolute last call. Nope. I refreshed. I got no more. Pardon? Just this broadcast, Fox, I guess. All right, here we go. Duckies for the 50-50 raffle. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. Amy and Cypher at the front of the lead right now.
I've got my money on Jacob, number 2.
I'm going to go with Logan. Give me Logan. Amy and Cypher, though, if you get out to an early lead, it's the kiss of death with these duck races. I've never seen someone hold on to a lead for all 60 seconds. As Keith starts to make his move right now, overtaking Amy for first place in the duck race. Keith at the front, halfway through. Can Keith hold on for 27 more seconds? We will find out. Looks like Mike is catching up to him. Here comes Logan. Keith looks to be... It paused.
Sorry, it looks like there were tech issues.
Okay, we're back.
There were tech issues. I think we're back.
Mike, Cypher. Can Cypher hold on? Wait,
lagged.
Here comes Christopher. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Christopher at the last moment. Wow!
That lagged because it was frozen on my screen too. You were frozen here on this screen. That could have been like bad.
Yeah.
Instead, it was just like the screen was frozen and the race like paused for 6 seconds.
No tomfoolery.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yes. Christopher, congratulations. We'll send you your winnings after the post-game show once I sit down and take a load off. But Christopher, the winner of our 50-50 raffle. Adam, if you're watching, hit me up on Twitter at Matthew Petey so I can get this Browns turnover chain to you. Okay. Are we ready to jump into a post-game show now? Okay. Let me just kind of refresh Twitter a little bit. All right, I am ready. Let's do this thing. Well, that sucked. The Browns lost to the Ravens 28-3. Their defense came crashing down to earth. The DTR experience was not a good experience. And ultimately, the Browns go into the bye not on a big momentum rush of being 3-1, but being 500. And I'm going to be a little bit optimistic here and say if I told you before the year the Browns would come out of the first 4 weeks of the season 2-2 going into the bye, I think we'd all be pretty happy with that result. Now, let's kind of break down this game a little bit. We'll run through some of the stats here. And let's start with Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He was 19 for 36, 121 yards, 3 interceptions. The last one came at the end of the game. I'm not going to really hold that against him. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson did a lot of damage on the ground and even through the air. The numbers might not show it, but he was very difficult to deal with today. 15 for 19, 187 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Let's talk about the offense first, and then we're going to get to the defensive side of the football because there's plenty to discuss over there. Joe Woods was somewhere in Cleveland. I don't know where, but he was there, and the run defense played like it. But Dorian Thompson-Robinson, not good. That's my initial reaction. Dorian Thompson-Robinson was not good. I know the fun thing to do on Twitter is to blame the play calling and blame Kevin Stefanski. Here are things that are not Kevin Stefanski's fault. Kevin Stefanski did not ask Elijah Moore to run backwards 20 yards after getting a 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. That's on execution. That's not the play call. That's an Elijah Moore trying to be a hero and not just going down with a 4-yard loss, but wanting to make something out of nothing and trying to go the length of the distance and ultimately cost the Browns 20 yards. That's not on Kevin Stefanski. Also not on Kevin Stefanski. The very next play, when Dorian Thompson-Robinson is well past the line of scrimmage and he does a forward lateral for a loss of down and a 5-yard penalty, not on Kevin Stefanski. Defense, missing tackles and letting Melvin Gordon look like peak Chargers Melvin Gordon. Not on Kevin Stefanski. Sure, if you want to get mad at Kevin Stefanski because he got a bit cutesy with some of the play calls, had Harrison Bryant line up under center, okay. I'm actually not going to even agree with you on that, but I can at least see your train of thought. I can at least see your thinking of maybe he should have dumbed it down for his backup quarterback. But ultimately, that's my rebuttal would be he had his backup quarterback in. You can't run the same plays for Deshaun Watson as you're going to for Dorian Thompson-Robinson. You got to find a spark somewhere. You got to get creative, right? You got to have the defense looking one way and go a different way. You can't put together a long manufactured drive with DTR at quarterback time after time after time. That's just not going to work. Dink and dunks with your backup QB are not going to put up enough points to beat the Ravens. So you got to get spicy, creative with it. And I don't have an issue with that. So great DTR's play against the Ravens. Are you going to put this all on Stefanski? DTR had bad throws. Like the interceptions, take the last one out. He was trying to make a play, end of the game. It doesn't really matter. But the first 2 interceptions, he should have thrown more, honestly. He got lucky a couple of times that there were passes that were batted down instead of being caught. But trying to thread the needle on the first one, and the throw is a slant that's behind, gets tipped up and it gets intercepted. And then the second one was to just, I don't know what he thought was, that was a Sam Darnold. I was seeing ghosts out there. I don't know what he saw, but he was clearly throwing to a spot where he thought a receiver would be, and no one was actually there. So for me, I'd give DTR a D. Like, I didn't have a lot of confidence going into this game because Dorian Thompson-Robinson is a backup quarterback, and he was playing against a really tough Baltimore Ravens defense that is going to be physical. They're going to tackle. They're going to hit hard. And they're not going to play Pac-12 football that DTR went through the last couple of years or preseason defense this year. So give credit to the Ravens, honestly. You look at the Browns' offensive numbers through this loss, 166 total yards, 73 passing yards ultimately. The 25 carries for 93 yards is such a misleading number. Take the Pierre Strong Jr. stat out of that. Because ultimately, they really had 24 carries for 50 yards. They averaged about 2 yards a carry. Jerome Ford, 9 carries, 26 yards, a long of 10. Him and Kareem Hunt got nothing going on the ground. And listen, when the Browns lost Nick Chubb, I said this is going to take 2-3 weeks to try and put together a new game plan on the ground. We're at the 2-week mark, and you got a bye next week. Hopefully, coming out of the bye, Kevin Stefanski's able to put together a new idea for Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt and what they want to do moving into the 49ers game. At that point, you've had 3 weeks to move on from Nick Chubb. You got to figure it out. Some receiving leaders here. David Njoku, 6 grabs for 46 yards. Despite being questionable entering the day, he was the Browns' number 1 receiver. Elijah Moore, 2 receptions for 20 yards. I like Elijah Moore, but that 20-yard loss, it's wearing thin on me. Like, there's one too many times where Elijah Moore just doesn't take his medicine, right? Just doesn't dive to the ground and go, all right, that play's kind of a wash. Too often, I think there's almost a contagious element of well, Deshaun extends plays, so I want to extend plays. You're not Deshaun Watson. Stop it. Stop trying to play like Deshaun Watson. Just take the 2-yard loss. Don't run backwards. This goes for DPJ on punt returns, Elijah Moore here on the running plays, on the jet sweeps, and then DTR today, he did a good job of evading some pressure. Amari Cooper, he only had 1 grab for 16 yards, came in the third quarter. He drew that pass interference that moved the Browns into position on with their second or first drive of the game in the first quarter, but the Ravens ultimately had a good defensive game plan. Give credit to Baltimore. Like, people are going to come out of this game livid over how the Browns played. I think a lot of credit has to be given to the Ravens. They just played very well. They made it very difficult for the Browns to move the ball on offense. The Ravens' offensive line and running backs beat up a really good Browns defense. No, this does not mean the Browns have a fraud defense. I think it just means the Ravens played very well. Now, I have more to add to this on today's show, but first, today's Cleveland Browns Report is sponsored by AG1. Now, I have AG1 literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at drinkag1.com/chatsports. I recently gave AG1 a try because I hated taking pills/vitamins and wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. It really helps me with starting my day on the right foot and getting into a healthier lifestyle. I start the day with making one great choice, AG1, and more healthy decisions then follow. Covering my nutritional basis for the day also couldn't be easier thanks to AG1. I just mix one small scoop of AG1 with water, drink it first thing in the morning, and it's done. It's also less than $3 a day, which is pretty good if you ask me. So if a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then AG1 is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/chatsports. That's drinkag1.com/chatsports. I put that link for everyone in the comments and the description of today's video. Shout out to AG1 for supporting the Cleveland Browns Report. All right, let's get into some injury news here, and then we're going to talk about the defense. Ethan Posick left the game with a chest injury. He would later return just to suffer a knee injury, and then we saw Nick Harris the rest of the way. Kevin Stefanski right now speaking to the media said he expects Deshaun Watson to be back for the 49ers game following the bye. Myles Garrett, he left the game with a leg injury. His leg kind of got folded in an awkward direction, left leg. He would come back for a little bit. I think there's nothing to be too concerned with here, especially going into the bye, but that's definitely something you don't want to see. The heart and soul of your defense, without a doubt, Myles Garrett, leave the game at any point. The Ravens offensively, again, people want to say the Browns lost because Kevin Stefanski sucks as a coach and a play caller. No, the Browns lost because the Ravens played very well. They outplayed the Cleveland Browns today. Their offense put together 131 yards on the ground against a really good run defense. Like, the Browns' run defense was not just, an illusion the first 3 weeks of the season. The Ravens just came into Cleveland and punched the Browns in the mouth. And Jim Schwartz's defense gave up 28 points, kind of like, I want to call it 21, just because that, like, the Lamar Jackson first touchdown, the Browns were backed up their own 10-yard line. So, like, I'm not going to hold that against Cleveland too much there. But ultimately, defense is so week to week, it's not easy to play at a very high level defensively as it is for an offense to play at a consistently high level, right? You don't get a couple bounces, you don't get a couple breaks your way, and you get, bulldozed 28-3. Lamar was really accurate. I mean, that Mark Andrews pass he had where he was running to his right and he just, like, flips it over to his left, that was like a game-changing play in my opinion, right? If they don't complete that, Browns defense gets off the field and maybe it doesn't change the result to the game, right? Maybe the Ravens still win, but Baltimore does not drive down the field and put up 14-3 lead. So Lamar, 187 yards, 2 touchdowns to Andrews through the air. He had 2 on the ground. Jim Schwartz's defense is still elite. I'm not going to worry or panic. Jim Schwartz's defense is still awesome. It's still incredible. I'm not worried. I'm not concerned about that. It's difficult to play high-level defense for 17 games. And Lamar Jackson is a good quarterback. But if you learn one thing from today's game, the Browns need Deshaun Watson. Like, there was a lot of people outside of the fan base and some people in the fan base that were like, DTR, DTR, DTR. That's, there it is. That's DTR. Like, that's a 5th-round pick rookie making his first start. That went about, not as I expected. Maybe I thought there'd be a little bit more. But my confidence out of 10 going into this game for DTR was at a 4. And we saw why. Like, he looked overwhelmed. He looked like he was not ready for a Baltimore Ravens AFC North type of rumble-tumble style of game. It was not playing Stanford or Cal. Like, it was a tough dogfight out there. Browns did not get going much offensively. The defense, unfortunately, came down to earth, but I'm not worried. I'm really not. The Browns are 2-2 going into the bye. They come out of the bye healthy with Deshaun Watson back at QB. They take care of business against the 49ers. That sets them up for some road games in Indianapolis and San Francisco, Indianapolis and Seattle, like teams that are very winnable games. I'm not too worried about this right now. The other good news I should add here, the silver lining to wrap up the show, is the Bengals might suck. The Bengals got boat raced by the Tennessee Titans. They lost big time. So the Ravens are at the top of the AFC North right now with a 3-1 record. But they are the biggest 3-1. They are the biggest fraudulent 3-win team in the NFL. The Steelers got destroyed against C.J. Stroud and the Texans. So you come out of this going, yeah, we missed an opportunity to make up or to gain some ground in the division. But luckily, Cincinnati and Pittsburgh both lost against teams they were favored to beat. So had they won games, right, it would be the Steelers at 3-1. The Bengals at 2-2. The Browns at 2-2, tied for last in the division. Instead, it's very close still. There's a lot of football left. It is week 4. It's October 1st. I'm not panicking. All right, that's going to do it for us on our post-game show today. If you enjoyed the post-game show, by the way, subscribe to the channel because we continue to grow here at the Cleveland Browns Report. I want to reach 25,000 subscribers before the start of the next game against the 49ers. So help me accomplish that goal by subscribing down below. And we're going to sign off and see you guys later. All right, some shout-outs here before we sign off and let you guys try and enjoy the rest of this game.
How much was there really to enjoy?
Yeah.
Did the Rams win there? I can't tell from here.
Did the Rams win today?
It's to your left. I didn't. I thought you might have caught it.
No, I didn't catch a score, but we're about to find out.
They did win.
They had a big lead, and then there's a...
Who else but Puka Nacua with the walk-off touchdown.
Okay. That's going to do it for us on today's watch party. Sam Brown has a lot of other things to do this Sunday, so I don't want to keep him busy for any much longer. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was kind of just a sad game. They lost 28-3. That's your backup quarterback right there. We're going to regroup. We're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. And we're going to come back stronger and better than ever after the bye against the 49ers.